Hopefully it's all good. Hopefully it's all good. Definitely tell me if anything is wrong. So, alright. Come on. Hopefully everything is good. Definitely tell me if everything is good. So, current viewer 0. Yeah, I think, hold on. I think something is happening to my stream. My internet. Is it my internet? I don't know. But, welcome everybody. Welcome if you're here. And again, this if you're watching this later, everything I talk about will be timestamped in the description and in the pinned comments. So, and this stream will always be available to watch on my channel. So, anyway, yeah, definitely tell me in chat if anything is going on, because my internet is not working with me right now. So, what's going on? Well, let's see. Again, tell me if anything is all good. Tell me is everything all good? Alright, where is alright, let me show myself real quick. Welcome everybody. Welcome. This is the introduction or the guide stream for or the live guide for the for all the new Getter units and all the new Getter pilots in this new collaboration event. It's finally coming to EN. Finally after so many years. What I'm present. Yeah, welcome. Oh, welcome Nick. Welcome. 真希望繁体活动. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, for the traditional Chinese version, hopefully they can come out soon as well. So, oof, hold on. So many things wrong right now. Again, guys, definitely tell me if everything is all good. Alright, let me open up the music. Hopefully this is fine. Hopefully this is all good. Alright, well, I guess let's start. While we're waiting for people, 7 people. Okay, while we're waiting for people, we're gonna just go over all the new things, like the news that is coming to Ian. So I'm actually gonna open up because I think this is much easier if I just use yep, I think it's much easier if I just use Twitter, like their official Twitter, to explain it. Because in the game, that if you are seeing the game immediately, it might be harder to see. So I'm gonna go into just go over the new events that's coming with a thing, just in case if people is not following the Twitter, or just in case if people doesn't know. So let's start with the very first one. Yeah, again, daily logins for the Getter. Again, if you have anyone that you know who's been playing, definitely tell them to come, because it's a free bracket just by logging in. That means I think it's 6k less. Yeah, 6k less development funds for the new Getter research. So yeah, definitely very worth it. You also get a very cool black Getter icon, the avatar, and of course from day 3 to 12 you get the checking bonus, and they are all super vouchers, which will be very, very handy if you're gonna roll for probably should put myself over here, right? Yeah, like it'll come very handy if you're rolling for if you're gonna roll for hello, welcome Mohammed, welcome. Yeah, it'll be very handy if you're gonna roll for Shin Getter or Getter G. So, and I'm gonna get into the units later after when more people come. Now I'm just introducing all the new events that is currently going on, and of course the callback mission you will get. Oh, they actually, yeah, the red Dear Sakura RXR is actually coming much sooner in the end, because we're also getting this in NC and JP. But yeah, it's pretty good, handy, and just know that just do your things, because even though it's locked, if you meet the requirements of the mission in later days, they will auto complete for you. So you don't need to hold on any resources. You just do them, and when the day is unlocked, you'll automatically get the reward. So and most of it just consists of the usual daily events, the daily missions, the seminar uses, minigame playtime. So just make sure to do everything every day. You should be completing most of the missions. So that's the call for mission, and this is checking bonus. Again, if you have anyone who if you know anyone who stopped playing the game, or if you know anyone who's taking a break, or if you know anyone who, or if you want to have anyone who play the game, definitely tell them to come now, because this collaboration is probably one of the best collaboration for new players. So definitely recommend old players to come back as well. So, and again, this is just some new animation. So yeah, the motor. It's just another new. If you want, I'm gonna post this later. So if you go to this link, you can actually pre-order the model kit for Gear Saga RXR. So I'm gonna post this link in, I'm gonna post this link in the pinned comments once this stream is over, and I'm gonna also make a post about it just so people can get up to date if you want to pre-order it. So, and I believe it is only pre-orders only. So if you want this, unless you want to buy it at like $200, then it's much better to pre-order it than to buy it from something else. So. All right, well, what's next? So yeah, the daily logins, the animations, cool art. Oh, pattern shard. So if you, again, I do have a whole story for this because padding shards really doesn't give you a lot. You have so little chance of actually getting the unit. It's almost kind of not worth it. So basically, in this event, everything you pat a friend who have a unit that is not retrofitted. So it cannot be retrofitted as because a retrophy unit doesn't have a shard. Because in this game, right? In this game, different units and the different retrofit count as new units. Therefore, say Tekkaman Evil, they just made it untouchable. But most retrofit. So if you're in this event, definitely don't put out the retrofits because you want to have people touch the unit that isn't retrofit. So and by just touching your friend's unit that is not retrofit every day, there's a chance that you will get one of their shards, which is pretty good if you're going for if you're gonna try to complete some units. But again, it's only in this collab, and as far as based on the rates in NC, based on the rates in NC, it's not so high. Yeah, I've touched I think 5 times now. Still no shards. Yeah. But it is something fun to do, and you can also refresh your old friend out of your old out of your maybe inactive friends. So everything is pretty good. It's a pretty good event for people to, I guess, to have the friend list be useful again. Because right now the friend list is mostly for helping out players in posters and such. Hold on, let me just check. Is there anyone still in the live stream? It feels like no one is chatting at all. Let me double check. Or is it even live? It is live. 12 people. Oh, 12 players. Awesome. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. Oh, of course. And the best thing about this collab is the roulette. I already got my roulette today, but let's see if I can get it today. Oh god. Sure, why not? So roulette, you can get up to what's it called? Dead. You can get up to. Oh my god. Let me just open up. Yeah, you can get up to 60 free. Well, 60 free, that means 3 days, right? So for 3 days, you can get up to 3. So if you can get 20 all 3 days, then actually I actually got a Shingetsu for the free rolls. But it can definitely help you. Like even if you only get 5s, like 5 rolls a day, that is still 15 Super Alloy Z, which can help you get closer to pity or get closer to or get closer to redeeming Shingetsu or get to Robo G, depending on what you like. But the roulette will only work for Shingetsu. Like you cannot use the roulette rules for Getter G or any other unit. It only works for Shingetsu, and you probably want it to be on Shingetsu anyway. Because Shingetsu is just I'll get into that later. Shingetsu is just a much better, or it's just a better unit compared to Getter Robo G. So Yeah, and of course the battle pass. Battle pass is actually coming with battle pass is actually coming with the Linda limited skin, which is the which they're in a different battle pass from NC, but because Ian's schedule is a bit different, so we are getting the Linda skin now, and we are also getting the what's it called, the Shin Getter, or one copy of Shin Getter by completing the S battle pass. And I don't know if I should say this, but make sure to finish the battle pass before the month ends, because I think I have seen a I have seen like a review saying that they thought the battle pass is a scam because they bought it on the last day and they didn't, and they're unable to finish. So again, you need to finish this battle pass by the end of the month. Then you can get her. Then you can get a skin, and you can get the and you can get a copy of Shin Getter. So if you're gonna buy this, definitely finish it. And if you are willing to spend money, and if you're willing to if you're willing to spend money, and you want to get Shin Getter, I highly suggest you do get the Shin Getter, or you do get a battle pass, because battle pass is just a guaranteed Shin Getter. Pretty good. And combine, so with the free Shin Getter here and with one of the Shin Getter in the development, then that's two Shin Getter. Well, not free, but that's two Shin Getter that you can get guaranteed. So not too bad. And I'm actually gonna showcase the Linda. Yeah, I'm gonna showcase the Linda battle pass skin, just so if you guys can decide if you guys want the skin or not. So where's the skin? Where's the skin? Here it is. So this is the Linda skin that's coming with the Class A reward. I mean, you can see it just by going in the daily pass, but you couldn't live 2D on this. But the live 2D on this is pretty good. So I think it's probably one of the best skin coming out recently. But depending on you if you want it or not. Yeah, I really just like her face. It's like, I don't know why she'll put it out there as well. So, and the Telephene, the Telephene is black, but Telephene is also pretty cool sitting on the chair. Anyway, well, that is it for the battle pass. And again, of course, aside from the guaranteed getter and aside from the skin, you also get some other rewards. But honestly, the other rewards, I don't think is that worth it. I really think they should be buffed in terms of the rewards for the for the battle pass. But it is whatever. Alright. Well, so this is the patch notes if you want to go in depth on to see what is actually coming. And call for mission. Yeah, this is the thing I talked about before. You get the for 7 days you get the mission. And again, just to reiterate, you can just do whatever you want. Like just do how you are now. Don't save resources for the missions, because again, if you complete the missions before it is unlocked, you will still get the missions done. So, and of course the collab. And I need to get into this. So let me just tell you if everything is good. All right. So let me I'm actually I want to zoom in on this. So let me see if I can zoom in. I don't think I can zoom in. Can I? Let me see. How do I zoom in? Control plus. There you go. Alright, that's fine. Are you serious? The image doesn't get bigger. Okay, there you go. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is much better. I'm gonna turn off my phone real quick. And so, this is what's coming now in EN. Is the basic one, or is the basic one and the feudal trophies. So we get Shin Getter Robo, Robo retrophy, get a G Saga retrophy, Black Getter retrophy, and Shin Getter Robo. We're getting this on the first week of the collab, and the new retrophy that is coming out on the same time in NC and JP will be the retrophy 2 for Shin Getter Saga with 3 more question marks, a very original name. And Shin Getter Saga for the first retrophy on Shin Getter. Again, very original name. But yeah, and of course we're also getting the boss quest that I will get into later as well. unlocks on 6:30, or how do you say, June? Yeah, June 30 until the end of the collab, which is end of July. So oh, actually Shin Getter, yeah, okay, so next week we will get Shin Getter Robo Saga. So we will get the retrofit for Shin Getter Robo Saga next week, and we will get Shin Getter and we will get Shin Getter Robo Saga the weeks after. Yeah, the weeks after. So yeah, 14 days until, yeah, I think, yeah, no, 12 days until Shin Getter retrofit, and 5 days until Getter Robo G retrofit too. So definitely stay tuned on that, and I'll get into all these in this stream. So so you guys can also get see ahead of time to see if you guys want to get the units or not. And I'll be explaining on all the units, including all retrofit as well. So definitely stay tuned on that. So what else? They should all know this. Yeah, day logins, Patashar, we talked about this. Retrofit, yeah. Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3. Time sim. Oh, actually, never mind. It's gonna be end of August. That's pretty good. You guys have 2 months to get everything done. So that means most people, like, if people just start playing now, they should be able to get everything, because 2 months is a lot of time. Oh, and the at pity will carry over. So if you have been rolling at and you have the pity left, you can actually get a Shin Getter fairly easily. So definitely stay tuned on that. Alright, so what is next? I think that's everything on the news for. Oh, and of course the video creation. Again, I have a video up right now that is on the guide of. So let me go into, let me make sure everything is good. Yeah, so at the video, depending on how much view you will get 10 draw to 5 draw. Yeah, depending on how many views. If your views is within, or if you have over 500 views, then you will get the 10 draw coupons. If you have 200 within 200 and 500 views, you will get 5 super vouchers. If you get 100 to 200, you'll get 3, and 1 to 100 being 1. I definitely think they should. I mean, well, because thing is, right, they didn't say, it needs to be a guide, so you can literally just upload anything you want. You can upload a random gameplay for, yeah, so, yeah, again, so, if you guys want to, just upload random things. Yeah, see, drop your live stream, guide, playthrough, speedrun, clips, gameplay, shorts.exe. So, honestly, if you guys want to maximize this, just upload anything. Again, upload anything with Shin Getter Robot, Armageddon, and hashtag Saga, hashtag I think YouTube as well. Get all of these in the video, and you'll probably at least get 1 super voucher. So again, it doesn't have to be a guide. It does not have to be a guide. It does not have to be something that you actually need to put work in. I mean, preferably you'll want to put work in, because you will get more views to get more, tickets, right? But if you don't have the technology, if you don't have the time to do it, just upload anything. Just upload anything that is related, and you can get 1 super voucher free at least, because it'll be at least 1 views. So yeah, this is basically a free voucher for everyone if you're willing to do it. Or yeah, if you're willing to just upload anything, then it's 1 free vouchers. And if you decide to put more work into it, then you can potentially get more draws. So, and again, you don't. This video guide event is not a ranking, so you can. So as long your video have over 500 views or 200 views, you will get more. You will get the maximum rewards. But the only thing is, you can upload 100 times, you won't get 100 rewards. You'll only get 1 reward. So it will count the video that you had the most views in. So yeah. So again, if you want to put more, if you can just get a video to over 500 views, then you will get a 10 draws reward. And I don't know why it says under 1k, even though it's just viewers higher than 1k applies to the highest reward stage. So that means, wouldn't over 500 just be 10 draws? This makes no sense. I don't know what. I don't know what's going on with this. With this event. But again, this is a free ticket. Upload anything, free ticket. So alright, yeah, I think I spend enough time on it, and I actually make a guide in there as well. So if you guys want to help me, I mean, I already have over 500 views. But if you want to know an example, I guess, then there will be this, and I'll actually go into my own guide for this. Yeah, I'll actually go into my own guide for this live stream introduction as well later. So, alright, and yeah, that should be it for the that is it for the collab or for the new event introduction. Now let's get into the mechas. So alright, yeah, definitely have 40 people. Welcome. Alright, is there anything? So far, hi, welcome. Recommend Black and Red Getter and Shin and Robo. Yeah, they can finish the battle pass in one shot because they are because there is a weekly limit on points that you can get. Oh, I see. Oh, I get it now. Okay, yeah, that's me. So again, definitely watch out. Like, definitely do things, everyone. And if you couldn't finish it, just use your gems to finish it. So yeah, again, for the battle pass, basically finish the battle pass before buying. Well, got to one shot after typical social green. That's nice. Alright, oh, only 4 likes. Come on, guys, like the video. Like the video if you guys like it. Alright. So, let me go into my own guide real quick, because I'm just gonna use this as a reference as well. Why is the thing so low? And I'm also gonna go into the phone. So, let's talk about the Shin Getter, the one that everyone's gonna get. So, alright, Shin Getter. I'm not gonna go into it because the trophy is not out. So Shin Getter robot. Oh, they actually say robot. Alright, and also yeah, definitely invite people to come because you know this is the official live stream for the collaboration. So yeah, and of course ask me any questions. Ask me any questions if you guys have any questions. I'll answer them immediately. And yeah, 如果是中文的也是一样，如果中文玩家如果有任何问题的话，也可以问这样。Alright, so let's get started. Shin Getter Robo, 14, 17, welcome. Alright. So Shin Getter Robo, how is it? Everyone probably is asking it. I got a lot of questions. Is Shin Getter Robo better? Is Shin better or is G better? Stuff like that. Well, let's get into it. 7,500 HP. That's huge HP. Even in today's standards. This is very high HP. Like yeah, this is very I think this is very high HP even in today's standards. And you can imagine how big it was back 2 years ago when most units HP even in P1s are only 6,000. So very high HP is already very good. The chassis open get. This is basically like a full evade, but it's like a worse than full evade. So open get every 5 seconds, Getter will activate open get. Once dodging an attack and recovering some HP, cannot stack. So let me try to show you. Basically, every 5 seconds, if it's gonna attack, this will happen. It's a full evade. I would say it's pretty good, but what's it called? I mean, there's nothing much else to say about this. It's just a full evade, and the healing. But I have to say the healing on it is absolutely abysmal. It might look good saying that it heals some HP, but to be honest, it only heals about 2 to 3% of HP. So in reality, at most it heals like 500 HP. So it's not too good of a regenerative tool, but it is a full evade, and it will help. And it complements with its own like iframe spammy nature, which I will get into later. Because what it's supposed to be doing is because during actually yeah, I don't think I've said the main thing about Shin Getter is. So Shin Getter, one of the main thing about Shin Getter is it can spam iframes constantly and making it basically invincible. Basically the mecha that started the whole iframe meta. And what this move will be very good is that even though it can spam iframes, but there is always downtime between those iframes. And if it get caught, if this unit get caught by a CC or by a beam from Dakoga during the downtime of the iframe, then it might just get one-shotted or just get stunned knocked to death. But with this move, with this full evade, if it does get stun locked, then it won't get full comboed because after 5 seconds, it will open get, and after the open get, it can immediately start doing the iframes again. So it's a very good. Just think of it as a very good breakout comp, like a emergency evade that can trigger if it does get stun locked. So it is a pretty good move. Complements with Shin robots very well, but just know that the HP doesn't heal that much. So, and the second one is Getter Ray. This is also the one that you will get that you get from the upgrade from the duplication after 5-star. So within 3 minutes, games won a random buff every 5 seconds for the duration of the battle. Bonus is attack, defense, action speed, and reload speed. This move, see, I don't really like this chassis because it relies heavily on RNG, and again, there isn't much battles that will last over 3 minutes, and so usually a PvP only lasts about 1 minute to 2 minutes at most. So it's not that it's not used. I mean, it is useful if you are lucky and you can use Shin to last for a long time, which it can do. But overall, I prefer not upgrading this and upgrading something else. But if you can make Shin spam iframe and last for a long time, and if it somehow does get very good action speed and attack, then it can potentially do something very good. But I don't really like it because even in poster only lasts about 1 minute and only lasts about 1 minute and 30 seconds. So it's not gonna be too much buff. So and also this buff does not negate debuff. So if you have attack buff and the enemy apply the attack down buff to you, you will still get the attack. You will still get the attack down buff. It doesn't nullify it, and God forbid if it actually can be taken by Oscar. So if it can get taken by Oscar or be nullified completely, then this move is just absolutely trash. Cause so I don't recommend upgrading this one for the 5-star upgrade of 5-star, and that's about it. So let's get into weapon. His weapon is all 5-star, which is pretty good. Well, I mean pretty good because it can be buffed by a lot more parts, including hyper shell, including any parts that may require 4 or more, or just pure 5 attribute weapons. Very good. His first weapon is a long handle, of course. Long handle is very good on it because it can be used with the new long handle parts. Let me get into it. So where is it? Yeah, long handle part. It can. Where is it? Wait, does Ian not have this yet? Does Ian not have wait, hold on. Does Ian actually not have the long handle parts yet? Oh, and then here it is. So long handle part. This will be very good because this. If you have long handle parts, then you can CC the enemy with this, and also while doing a lot of damage. And both of this will be pretty good on Shin Getter, but I personally will still suggest using Hyper Shell, which I will get into later on. So long handle pretty good. It just means more upgrade. You can go creative with this, and you can have much more different build depending on what it is. Stormblade is also very good. That means it can be buffed by the Black Knight, by the I'm just gonna call it the Black Knight. It's so hard to pronounce people's name. So it can be buffed by just by any part or skill that benefits with sword skill. So nice. So sword type, it'll be pretty good. Can be buffed by pilots with sword type, and it'll be pretty good on it. And plus, Shin Getter have 2 counters, so he'll be very good on it as well. So having a sword is also very good. Special melee, I mean it's good, but I don't think there's parts that specifically buff special melee yet. But even that, there might be in the future, so it'll be pretty good. Single shot, tomahawk, just more damage. And thing is, this thing takes 9 seconds to reload, so it wouldn't be it wouldn't be so. I don't think it will be much of a what's it called? I don't think it'll be much of a like a problem for its iframe span. And his head getter beam. This beam is actually 4 iframe. So not head okay, so yeah, the head beam is the one that he uses, the one that he just uses that, and the one that he uses after his Shin getter strike. But the getter beam, so this one is not iframe, but yeah, getter beam is 4 iframe. So getter beam, and it's much more damage compared to the head cannon as well. So getter beam is 4 iframe. I don't know if this was the I'm gonna double check, but if this is the second weapon, if this is the second weapon upgrade, then definitely get this one, because when he's doing this move, it's 4 iframe. 4 iframe, I believe is one of the first few range iframe units as well. Yeah, does 300 times 10, 3000 damage, very strong. Also take 10 seconds to reload, which is pretty long. So yeah, head cannon is a bit bad because head cannon doesn't have iframe, and it does make him in lag for a little bit, which could be trouble. But yeah, it is how it is. But usually the head cannon will be used with getter strike or Shin getter strike, so you don't need to worry about it. Getter scythe is another long handle melee, which is also pretty good, like I said before. But just that if you're using some parts that buff only the first 2 or first 1 unit, this unit won't be this weapon wouldn't be buffed. Getter drill, main argument weapon. Getter beam burst. Also wait, which one? Getter drills again? Yeah, I think I think these are the ones. See, although they have this, but most likely they'll be using it with with the getter strike. So, and this is a pretty good, see, this will be using it is a weapon within an action, and it's also good that they have it out even though it is within an action, because this means it can be buffed by the Majin Core, which can buff final damage for each weapon and action that you have, making it pretty strong in it can be buffed by, it is additional final damage for Majin Core, and it'll be pretty good in PvE as well, which Shin is pretty good in PvE. So, alright. Oh, hi, whatever, hi. Is Shin still good into this meta? I'll get into it. After I introduce Shin getter, I'm gonna get into what I think of it in today's meta. So, welcome to Super Observation Galaxy. Yeah. Shin King iframe. Yeah, King of iframe. Yeah. What's good between? Huh? Did someone say what's good between Leon? Yeah. Alright, so. Combo, combo, not too good of a move. You have a long range, but again, very laggy, very laggy, but no iframe. Plus it's 2 seconds, that means as long as the enemy is within range. As long as the enemy is within range, then it will use it, which is very, very bad, because you really don't want Shin getter to do, do you see how slow this is? Very, a very dangerous move for him to use. It does have pretty good range compared to other, other normal attacks, but this is one of the moves that you don't want them to be used. Good thing it has to be very close to the enemy to use it, because ideally you want him to be doing anything other than this move, because it's not iframe as well. So, alright, so that's a normal combo. But again, every unit have this, so you can't really say it's a bad thing. So, in fact, it is a good thing, but preferably it should be an iframe. So now we get into the getter slash. You have 2 counters. So 2 counters is tomahawk slash and getter razor. Both of these are a counter, which is pretty good, because 2 counters, that means it can be buffed very well by the Black Knight pilot, and it can also be potentially be used with the new counterpart that I think with a new counterpart that buffs counter CD time, which can be beneficial on the iframe span, because I believe these 2 counters also give some iframes, and the action is also very, very, very long, making it much harder to hit by the opponent. So see how yes, look at this one, especially this one. Just move across the map, and I believe it have very high stun value as well. It have very high stun value, especially if you're going against on anything that hits. So it is a CC as well. I don't know if I don't know if it's a force one. I don't think so, but very good counter, but very high cooldown. I think it's one of the highest cooldown counter in the game. Maybe aside from the one for Nightmare, but if you can make this counter with even less cooldown, it'll be pretty useful in PvP. Yeah, PvE. In PvE, maybe not, because in PvE, you probably want him to be using Shingetsu Strike much more compared to the counters, because Shingetsu Strike can actually does much more melee damage, which I'll get into later. Can be buffed by, or can be pretty useful if you're using shells that hits based on the melee hits. So very good counters. You can build it with a counter build, and it might even work in today's meta, because in today's meta you will constantly be getting hit by either Genjuche's burn or by At's mines, and having two counters, that means you can basically tank two of them for free. So you won't immediately die after coming out of iframe. Alright, so again, defend, block out 3, standard block. But why would you want to block when you can just spam iframe, right? Side evade again. Why evade when you can just spam iframe? Spamming iframe is just much better. Dash forward, very good zoning tool. But again, if you're using Shin, if you're using this move, one of his best move that he has, Shingetsu Strike, then you don't really need any other move. You don't really need dash forward, because Shingetsu Strike automatically goes to the enemy. So using dash forward, using side evasion, using anything that isn't a counter or Shingetsu Strike is detrimental to this unit. At least in today's meta. In today's meta, using anything that isn't Shingetsu Strike is a detriment. So now to Shingetsu Strike, one of his best move in the actually still one of the best move in the game, because just the sheer amount of iframe that it has, and not just the iframe, but the amount of CC potential. Yeah, this is stun. Yeah, this is especially this one, highest stun CC that usually if the enemy is caught in this, they couldn't get out, and it will just because in today's meta, Shingetsu couldn't do as much damage compared to a lot of the newer units, but because it can just lock an enemy in place for a good while, making it a very good CC unit as well, because you're basically trading in your tank with potentially their DPSs, which is pretty good move to have. Spam iframe, and the meta back then is to turbo this unit, or turbo this move, make it spam this move as much as possible, to a point where it just times the opponents out, because it is unkillable with Barmov, and with Barmov, or just they can have 4 units and it'll just constantly be spamming iframes, and there's nothing the enemy couldn't be good about it. So it's a very good unit for defensive team. Can it work into the meta today? Maybe depending on some teams, but it can be, because one of the downside about this move is that it is actually not full iframe. Like it might looks like the whole thing is iframe, but during the transformation, during the short period of it transforming into the other action, it can actually be hit and be CC'd and be stunned. So it is actually not full iframe, but it just at the time it has the most iframe compared to all the units. So if you're going against what is the units now? So if you're going against At, right? The At's mines, the At's clones can easily hit Shingetsu during its transformation, because it'll be a constant hitbox on the screen. So so I guess it really depending on what unit you're fighting against. If you're fighting against units like Tekkaman, that doesn't really have doesn't have CCs and requires constant hits to end you. Maybe that will maybe you can time them out with this move. But if you're going against units like At, or say At or Solar Korean, then it's game over for Shingetsu. There's no way Shingetsu can outperform those units even with the iframe spam, because he can just either grab you out of iframe or just be constantly damaging you to a point where it can kill you out of iframe. So yeah. So the last move, Stoner Sunshine, probably one of the coolest moves in the game. This move is actually the move that can truly make this unit invincible because it makes the unit untargetable, but it has a good amount of end lag, and this is one of the reasons why people actually doesn't upgrade. Yeah, people actually prefer to have this unit at 4-star other than 6-star because first of all it does a lot of damage, right? But the thing is, what's it called? It's not like, how do you say in the PvP setting, it jumps up and throw the Solar Sunshine. It probably can do, yeah, that could, maybe it will do a lot of damage to the enemies, but it'll be much better for Shingetter to just use this move to be constantly keeping enemy in the loop, in, you know, to be in stun, compared to just having your enemy go free and just running around the battlefield and get hit by the Solar Sunshine. And plus, when he's falling down from the Solar Sunshine, God forbid if it get hit during the end lag, yeah, for example, see, God forbid when he's falling down and when he's doing this waddling, if he get hit, then it might be game over for Shingetter as well. And this is one of the thing about the chances that might come in handy, is that, for example, during the end lag of those moves, if it get hits, then it can open get and potentially dodge a move or two. But the thing is, into this meta, there will definitely be more than one attack coming your way every 5 seconds, so there's no way that one full evade can protect you from everything that's coming your way. Like for example, when Shingetter, when Dankoga come into unsee, Shingetter kind of, well, it didn't fall off, but Shingetter can get one-shotted by Dankoga just by calling him out of iframe. So very scary. So but again, Social is a pretty good move. Depending on the situations, but preferably you still want to be using Shingetter's Strike for additional CC, for additional melee damage, and again, you'll also be doing damage by constantly be onto enemy in the iframe. Solar Sunshine is good on the surface, but for both PvP and PvE, it's just not that good. In PvE, right? In PvE, if you're using shells, that is say like Demolition Hammer, right? For Demolition Hammer, you want to be meleeing as much as possible. And if you're doing Solar Sunshine, that means you will not be able to do that means you will not be able to do melee damage to lock the enemy in place. So in both PvP, PvE, Solar Sunshine not too good. The only part that can see Solar Sunshine being very good is to deal with a lot of enemy on screen, but you won't really need that aside from during story missions. And in PvP, again, it really depends on what you're fighting against. If you're fighting against, it really depends what you're fighting against. But most of the time, it's still better to be Shingetter striking the enemy. So, alright, let me answer some questions. Welcome Snake, welcome. So, is Shingetter still good in today's meta? As I said it before, I don't think Shingetter can survive in today's meta. Not a chance. Mainly because Solar Korean units that Solar Korean add can just demolish Shingetter immediately. Maybe in 5-star arena, or maybe in 1v1 arena, it can do something, but not in today's meta. When people is running with 2-act, there's no way Shingetter can survive with 2-act on the field. There is just no way. And Solar Korean might be able to just grab Shingetter out of his combo as well. So not a chance that it can survive into the meta. But in PvE, it can still be used as a very good tank as well. So, but well, for Shingetter again, I'm not gonna talk down on Shingetter too much, as if you're not in top 100, right? If you're in say top 500, you can potentially use the old build for Shingetter Robo to just time out your opponents in a defense team. So again, it's not even that good in the attack team, because in attack team, if you time out the opponents, you'll still lose, or most of the time you'll still lose, because this will be your last units left, and in the end, it will be say 2 vs 1 or 1 vs 1, and you will still lose even in attacking. But in a defense team, you can potentially be very annoying and just have Shingeter just lasting forever on your battlefield. So again, in top PvP, not a chance. But in top 500, maybe if you can make it spam Shingeter strength as much as possible. In PvE, should be still usable. Might be a better option. Well, it won't do as much damage compared to like Mazing Kaiser, compared to like Great Mazinger, right? But it can still be a very good tank for that can still be a very good tank for your poster. And also plus it does a lot of melee damage to where you can potentially put the Demolition Hammer on it. Oh, and also speaking of just doing more melee might be more beneficial for the best build, or for the best parts on it is just high energy absorption shell. So again, the more damage you dealt, or the more hits that you do, the better it is on for the absorption shell, for you to heal even more. So, and Solar Sunshine, you might even miss the enemy completely. So it's not, and the damage goes lower to the farther you are from the center as well. So alright, let me ask you. So what good part between long handle and super energy absorption shell for Shingeter? Super energy absorption shell, I would say always is will always be better, unless I mean, even if your pilot, even if you're using a pilot that also does lifesteal already, high absorption might be better, because you want to make Shingeter as unkillable, because his whole thing is being as unkillable as possible. High energy absorption shell is just much better in most circumstances. The only time that you will want to use long handle is you are for sure that Shingeter can survive. Like if you're fighting against, if you're at top 2000 and you're climbing back up, and you want to make, and you're already one-shotting all of the teams, and you want to do more damage and make it faster, then you can put on long handle because it's more CCs and more damage. But overall, high energy absorption shell is still much better for all getters, actually. For all getters, maybe except for Black Getter and Getter G, but for most getter, high energy absorption shell is much better. Long handle for more damage, and stun, absorption shell for lifesteal, even though everyone is running firm steal. Again, like Snake said, absorption is more, and long handle gives you more damage and stun, but the whole thing about Shingeter is just to stay alive. So to be honest, is it just me, or Shingeter strike can be translated as Shingeter chain? That's true, I mean, maybe, I'm actually gonna put this up so people can continue to see this. I think making to Shingeter change will be much better. So to be honest, actually never mind. It just makes the chat unable to read. So actually, I'm gonna turn this off and see if it's much better. I'm just gonna put it on back screen again because I want to get the whatever. You know what? Because you guys can see the text from the chat box, right? Alright. So anyway, actually it's fine, but not much a difference. Like change it into 3 forms, change attack. Also, thoughts on Shingeter Saga. I'll get into later. I'll get into the retrofit later. So, wait, why my previous message didn't appear? Just send it again if it didn't appear. Shingeter's Robo already exists in Pedia. Maybe you should check out. Definitely check that out as well. Shingeter Saga is coming in this collab, but in later updates. Wait, I thought Shingeter always tracked the enemies. It does track the enemies, but from my experience, there's a chance for it to miss. There's a high chance for it to miss, actually. So, I mean, if the enemy isn't stunned, then I think but with the amount of defensive abilities that they have today, it's not really worth it to Solar Sunshine your enemies when you can just you know, get to strike your enemies. It's much slower and potentially do even less damage compared to it. So, because you know, you do less hit with Stoner Sunshine, and pretty much I'm pretty sure every hit will proc Hard Shell. So unless the enemy is not using Hard Shell, then maybe Stoner Sunshine can one-shot the enemies if lucky. But again, if they're not using Firm Steel, then Shingeki Strike might just able to one-shot the enemy as well. So yeah. Also, can I use Linda on Shin? Yes, for poster, not in PvP. In PvP, if you use Linda on Shingeki, you will just perish. But in PvP, in PvE, yeah, definitely Linda on Shingeki is a pretty good choice. It's actually one of the top PvP top DPS back then. Yeah, top DPS back then for melee poster when it just came out. So yeah, I think that covers most about Shingeki Robot. And my last thoughts on it is just how you say, it's I will put all diamonds on Shinji, and is it worth it? Do I need to keep some for the next Saga Mazinger? Okay, Shin is okay. Okay, so I think Shin is worth it. I think Shin is worth it because okay, so if you're getting the battle pass, I think Shin is pretty worth it because the retrofit of Shingeki, which I'll get into now, or yeah, which I'll get into later, is really worth it. So yeah, I definitely highly suggest Shingeki if you're gonna get it, because it's really good in PvE. In PvP, it get bodied, like you will still die against, you know, against ad and stuff, but you know, it's less likely, but it has the, I guess it had the silver lining of being very good in PvE. So Shin, definitely get Shingeki. G does the same thing, but just worse than Shingeki. So I suggest only getting Shingeki. Unless you really like G, then you can get G, but Shingeki, just getting Shingeki itself is already enough. And for B, do you mean Black Getter? Black Getter is free, so I don't think you will need to spend diamond on Black Getter. So do I need to keep some for the next Clan Mazinger? I don't know when the Mazing Kaiser retrieval will come. Even if it comes, it might be next month or next month, or potentially even more. Shingeki, yeah, Mazing Kaiser retrofit is pretty good. So if you want to save for Mazing Kaiser, you could. Yeah, sure, yeah. If you like Mazing Kaiser, Mazinger won't get next Saga anymore. So if you're talking about Mazinger, then no, because Mazinger is just outdated now, and I don't think they will get a new trophy. But if you're talking about Mazing Kaiser is pretty good. Mazing Kaiser trophy is pretty good. So if you want to save, diamonds for that, go ahead. But if you're talking about if you want Shingeki now, or if you want to pick between Shingeki and Shingeki G, Shingeki is the way to go. I'll collect all Getters as Getter fanboy. That's fine as well. Yeah, Getter. See, Shingeki, although it cannot be survived into this meta, Shingeki still does its job. Like, no, that doesn't matter what people say. It's still a iframe stem unit. No one can really stem iframe as effective as Shingeki does. So it's, I mean, see, it is power crept, but there's things that you couldn't power crept. It's just, it's a uniqueness, right? It's a uniqueness of this unit. And even in the new retrofit, it doesn't change. Yeah, let me actually go into the retrofit. Even in the retrofit, it doesn't change the core playstyle for Shingeki, because the core playstyle is just so well made already. So let's go into Shingeki retrofit, right? Shingeki Robo, yeah, there you go. Shingeki Robo is already, yeah, it's already in the thing. So see, it doesn't change anything. In fact, all it does is it improve on what it was good at, which is reducing their non-iframe times. So for example, his new chassis, which is amazing new chassis, probably one of the best chassis in the game. Well, definitely not the best, but it's probably one of the better chassis in the game. momentum. Yeah, so reload speed plus oh, this is weird. Okay, so oh yeah, so plus 30% attack speed, mobility, weapon switching speed, and action speed. The last two is the most important. So, oh yeah, actually yeah, technically the attack speed as well. So attack speed, weapon switching, yeah, weapon switching speed, and action speed. This is the most important one because it makes Shin Getter have almost no more lag. Like everything I talked about before, you know about the Stoner Sunshine's lag, not doesn't exist anymore. No more lag after Stoner Sunshine, no more lag after Shin Getter Strike, no more lag after anything. So very powerful. It just improves on what it on what it has been doing before. So the only downside I can see is that you will need to build more onto like action reduction, because now that there's no more lag, that means that there's less downtime where it will not be using action. As you can see, Shin Getter is like uses, and yeah, immediately see no or barely any downtime, immediately uses Solar Sunshine. So and after the Solar Sunshine, if it have, so let me see what do that. See, oof, never mind. Oh yeah, let me refresh real quick. So see, its new chances just improve on what it is on what it was good before. So see, I'm gonna use Solar Sunshine now, and I'm gonna enable Shin Getter Strike right after he uses Solar Sunshine. You will see that there's no more downtime. There you go, and then I'm gonna improve that. Then do immediately, but usually you will see it do like usually you will see it does Shin Getter Strike right after the, like, before the ball even land. So yeah. See, it just improves on what it was good before, and the attack speed. Like, although the attack speed might sound bad in terms of, because you might want it to stay in iframe as long as possible, but attack speed again, because Shin Getter Strike is not full iframe. Because if it is full iframe, then that would be way too broken. Because it's a straight 8 second of iframe, I think. So like, it's not. It would be way too OP if it's full iframe. So there is small windows where it can be hit and stunned by elemental stuns, which can be a huge trouble for Shin Getter. So what attack speed does, it minimizes the amount of time where it will get hit during its combo. So while doing more damage in a lesser amount of time, which is more damage in general. And with all the new parts coming out, if you can make the action reduction speed even lower, then you can just chain iframe even more efficiently. So yeah, I think that's about it for the Shin Getter. Oh, and the last move, Shin Stoner Sunshine. This move, see, it looks pretty cool, right? Like, it looks pretty cool, and it does a lot of damage, but it is kind of a recycled move from Huang Xie. Look at this, very high damage, and also does percentage damage afterwards. So it's a very good, very high damage move that is on par of of powerful moves today. Also, again, definitely iframe. I'm pretty sure you cannot hit out of that. And also, there's also almost no downtime for this move, because see, there you go. See, before the ball even lands, or during the ball landing, it immediately uses Stone Sunshine, no lag at all. And right after the head cannon is done, it immediately uses Shin Stone Sunshine. So again, that move is very powerful, very high damage. Yeah, that's a move that can really one shot like even units now. So it also ended with a Stoner Sunshine, and that's Stoner Sunshine. So this one. After it does that, after it shoots the green Stoner Sunshine, if you're using Ryoma as the if you're using Ryoma as the pilot, it will actually trigger a new animation. So that's also a very fun fact. So again, very good action. It's definitely I would say if you're going for if you're gonna get Shingeki Robo, either get it at 4-star and just have it spend the basic, you know, Shingeki Destroy iframe, or get it to 9-star and get a Retropher, because the Retropher really improved it by a lot. But with his damage, with with the chassis is just so good. Such a good buff for everything that it has, plus a new move that is very powerful. But the new move is very similar to, like, someone actually pointed this out on NC. Because the new move is just, so, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, because this unit haven't been brought out for a while now. So, Huanglong 0, right? Yeah, Huanglong 0. Yeah, this is a melee one. So if you look closely, right? If you guys look closely, again, it is not exactly like it, but it's pretty similar. So come on, do it. Oh, not this one. Never mind. Should be, yeah, Dancing Fist. Yeah, I mean, see, it's not the exact same, but people did point out the similarities, and you know the timing. See, but this one ends with like a punch plus mines, while the other one gives what other one gives Summer Sunshine, but you know, it's pretty similar. I mean, not to say it is directly copied from it. You know, I'm pretty sure that there's I'm pretty sure it is a reworked like a reanimated effect, but the idea is the same. It just feels like I think it'll be much cooler if it does have like a new Shingeki change attack. I think that would be pretty fun. But yeah, and let me tell me, does Shingeki does that in the anime? But yeah. Well, so that's about it. So when the Retropher does come out, and it'll be pretty worth it, I think. Even, yeah, just for PvE. Just PvE is very worth it. So I'm gonna show you guys the video on it. So again, this is the video. I'm gonna put it in front of the chat. Oh, Nani? What's going on? Oh, actually, hold on. Let me just answer everything real quick. So I think I got some new questions. Let me turn off this thing. My Shingeki Super Fist. Oh my god, there's so much. Yeah, my goodness, Super Fist. Wait, no. Okay, don't use. Okay, no. Don't use Super Robot Fist. Yeah, don't use Super Robot Fist on. Hold on. Don't use Super Robot Fist on Shingeki. Shingeki does not have fist weapons. Yeah, see, this is one of my mistake. Shingeki Robot does not have fist weapons. Yeah, it has fist as melee icon, but not melee weapon. So don't use fist on Shingeki. The only one that has fist is Black Getter and Getter G. So yeah, Getter Robo G Saga. Don't use Super Fist on Shingeki. Again, yeah, don't use Super Fist on Shingeki, and don't use Super Fist on the Getter Robo. Yeah, don't. Just don't. It's that didn't do anything actually. Mazinger won't get any more Saga 0 incoming. Hopefully, yeah. I'm using 4 and 6-star in my team with Ad and Soul. Yeah, that should be fine. I hope Kaiser event will come much later. Yeah, one Shin is holding 9 and running Aki on it. Not bad, yeah, thanks. Using Super Robot Fist for damage. 9 Shin survive like hell. Hello Bunny, so question. Why you use Ryoma on Infinity? Is he better than Haruka in some way on Infinity, or is it your team that overall benefits from him? No. Well, the main reason why is like, cause no other pilot straight up give you 30% final damage buff. This is one of the reasons why Ryoma is so good in PvE, because again, plus 30% final damage buff immediately. That's insane. That's insane. And plus the Man of Legend, it gains 2% attack every second if his SP is higher. It's not that Haruka is not better. It's just the stats, the amount of stats that it stacks, it's so high that it just does more damage. Even though his other skill doesn't work as much on it. It just the numbers, like right, the number just stacks up to a point where it does more damage than say Haruka on it. Because Haruka doesn't, do final damage. Haruka plus 30% on drone damage, but it doesn't do on final damage. Final damage does everything. So yeah, this is the reason why. So yeah, see, you go in, you use her, you use Ryoma's limited transcend, bam. That's just this is why even after 2 years, he's still the top. Well, one of the top PvE unit out there. So yeah, just such a good skill. I think the other one is I think the other one is what's it called is or the other one that can do it is what's it called? It's Judith. Yeah, Judith can plus 32% for 4 units alive. That's also good, but Ryoma also plus 2% for every second. So if you can keep his SP for over the 2% for for say even 30 seconds, then that would be pretty insane. So yeah, I need to close the thing for it to read the thing. So that's why Ryoma is always good. It's not just on Haruka, just on any unit. The reason why people use Ryoma on Infinity is because Ryoma have tech skill and tech, and I think attack skill as well. So with attack and tech, then you can do even more attack. You can even put on the magazine break for even more CCs. So yeah, this is part of the reason. So is there explanation about Shin there's an explanation about Shin Summer Sunshine on a comment, if I remember correctly. I think there's some hidden stats because I don't know the exact number, but first of all, it does all those high damage, right? In 9 frames, plus the percentage damage afterwards. So like I think it's like a few percent, like either 1% or something times 14 or times 25. Just additional damage to counter, I guess, from steel. So yeah, something like that. Can I put IC on Shin, Awaken or not? Pretty sure Awaken can do it. Pretty sure Awaken IC can do it. So for someone who has A-Star Kaiser, I'm gonna go all in for Shin Getter on Ian. Should I say Super Ally Z for Kaiser or guarantee retro, or not waste every single resource on Shin Getter, even SAS? For someone who has Okay, so see, this is the thing. We don't know what comes after Shin Getter. We just don't know what comes after Shin Getter. So let's go to Unsee for a second, right? So in Unsee, the next unit after Act, this is if Ian follows what the Unsee does. So after Act is where is Act? Act is actually very old. After Act is Euro. Euro is a pretty good support. So honestly, I don't know. Really depending on, I don't think they will drop Merlin, or I don't think they will drop this one immediately. So I think it's fun. Yeah. See, honestly, if you like PvP, if you like PvE, then I think it'll be worth it. Yeah, dropping resources on Shin Getter, I think it's pretty worth it if you are going for PvE. If you're going for PvE, but I highly suggest you wait until you use up every single free roll from the dailies, then Shin Getter. Because again, Shin Getter, even though it's good in PvE, it's not as good in PvE, not in PvP. So, or I mean, you can use it in PvP now, even in NC, but what's it called? But it's not the best, because the main strategy of this unit, or of Shin Getter, is been outdated already. So yeah, I can explain it here. I don't remember Shin doing the last attack in the enemy. Oh, I see. Wait, I thought new weapon Shin Saga is Shin Shining Spark, not Shin Solar Stone. I don't know, the translation might be wrong. It's actually Shin Solar Sunshine. If you want an explanation, there's a comment about it. Okay. Oh, so you need to do about 38%. Yeah, see, 30, like, that's a new pilot from Pad Labor, right? I think it's pretty good, yeah. Or not, I don't know. You can check it honestly, but maybe answer previous question about someone's not. Oh, I see. I mean, I don't really think it needs to be explained after, cause just know it's a very strong move. It's a modern move that can one shot units today. So all right, I think that's I think that's more than enough on Shingetter. Shingetter and its retropit. Is there even anyone still here from the Shingetter talk? 24 people. Well, welcome. Alright, well, let's go into oh, actually no, hold on. Yeah, I need to show you guys how Shingetter is in PvE. So let's let me open up. Let me show you guys the thing. So let's go into the PvE. Oh, and again, if you guys want to watch this video, it's over here. It already have 1,000 views. It covers about every getter and every pilot as well. So if you want to know what I think about it and an explanation and the skill orders, definitely come here. So let me just show you. So for Shingetter build, again, I made a mistake. See, I made a mistake because I thought Shingetter had fist weapons, so I'm using super fist on it, but it doesn't have a fist. So just in PvE, just go back to using Hyper Beam. And again, in Ian doesn't have this dog yet, so use this one instead for the final damage buff. And again, Margin Cord, this for more damage. For firm sale, just you get one shot it, and definitely get a white tiger for the or if you're using it. If you are using, I mean, even if you're using someone else, for example Linda, you will probably want to use white tiger coat as well for the instant AS. And Barmov is just for more items. But one thing about Barmov, right? One thing about Barmov is Barmov actually, like, the Barmov's 50% attack buff. So I think I need to show you guys in text. So the Barmov's, this is another trivia, because let me go into power ups. No, not power up. Time limited coding market path. I need to get a Barmov. Barmov, and there you go, Barmov. So this is a skill that I use on it, rapid combo. 80% chance to cancel backswing and and animation lags. So plus 50% perform on the next attack immediately. The transformation will cancel this plus 50% attack, but it still works because the first skill is already so good. So again, just heads up, the transformation will cancel this plus 50% attack. So use at your own discretion. So a better option though, like a better option would be the attack for the where is it? Yeah, better option would be attack for where is she again? Will be the attack code pilot skill for even more final damage. Where is she? I think it might be the one that you're talking about. Where is she? Why can't I find her anymore? Why is she so... Okay, hold on. So, Where is she? Okay, anyway, anyway, so it's a pilot that I'm using on the Becca's on the Getter G. So if you see Getter G right here, right? This is the attack for this girl right here. In my Getter G build with Becca's. Oh, and this Becca is Becca's Awaken, not just normal Becca. Yeah, just heads up. This Becca is Becca's Awaken. It's for future when Becca's come to Ian, then you can use Becca's. Oh, and you can use Becca's on either Shingetter and Getter G. Both will work. And in fact, it might be better on Getter G. So anyway, use her attack style because she stack final damage as well. So yeah, just heads up. Anyway, let's put my phone behind the thing again. Yeah, Kamina, there you go. Yeah, thanks, yeah. So see, if you just look at here, right? I'm using both. Even though using both is probably not a good idea, but if you really like Shingetter, then it might work. yeah, just doing damage, and I'm using Spike, and Ian doesn't have Spike, but you can use Judith or some other unit that can buff final damage. Again, for poster, all you need to do, honestly, is just final damage. Just stack a lot of final damage, and you're fine. Yeah, just stack final damage, and you're basically fine. And after it's done, you can see that let me see, I can zoom this in. So, option, oh. So yeah, you can see Becca's, and yeah, well, I mean, this is with Awakened Pilots. Ian doesn't have this yet, but even though Ian doesn't have this yet, a Shin gets a Retrofit plus Lioma within AS, and not even with the best shell. Not even with the best shell, right? Not even with the best shell does more damage than Spike with that does more damage than Spike with what's called with Infinity Retrofit 2. Just to give you guys an idea on how much damage it can do. So when Shingeki Saga come to Ian, if you're gonna or I guess if you want to spend on Ian, this is the main thing that you'll be spending on a very high tier unit in PvE. In PvP, it might work, but prepare to be decimated by AT. So I guess it's just a warning. So I think that should be it for Shingeki, and I do have a PvP build later, but I kind of want to show you as well. So for the PvP build I have now is just spam as much iframe as possible. You don't really need to use Barma. You don't really need to use Apollo. Apollo is much better. And I don't suggest using Barmov actually. I actually suggest using Pride, because Pride also have melee action reduction based on melee hits, so it'll be also pretty good on Shingeki Strike. So again, use Pride on it, or again Barmov. Just to spam as much action as possible to just annoy the opponents, potentially timing them out. But just a heads up that you might want some very high damage dealer in your team, because after the battle, and you guys see this, right? I probably need to make this higher as well. So if you guys look closer, see their Himiko is at max health, right? Their Himiko is at max health now. Let me just double check. Their Himiko is at max health, and Himiko is one of the best units right now. People is using two Himikos and 2 AT in NC top arena right now. So this is the best unit in NC right now, and let's see how Shingeki just one-shot it with his final action. See, uses final actions, gets blasted. I mean, Himiko was hitting it as well, but I'm pretty sure Shingeki also did some damage there, because his health went down real fast afterwards. See, just to showcase on how strong this move is, even without a high damage build. So see, already have health to doing damage, and bam, dies. Very powerful move. And yeah, but see, again, does not do the highest damage. In fact, both of them does lowest damage, and I think they don't even take the most. Yeah, they don't even take the most damage because they're all in iframe. In fact, the unit that is not supposed to be taking damage is taking damage. I think they have a lowest like a backward assassin build. So yeah, not even taking the most damage. So see, again, it's just in today's meta, it might just, I don't think it will work. Maybe when Hila comes out and less people using AT, maybe it will start getting more usage. But for now, in PvP, it will perish against AT. Yeah, against AT and a Courion, it will perish. But PvE though, very, very, very strong. Wait, how do I close this again? There you go. Alright, awesome. I think that's 1.5 hour for Shin Getter. Alright, let me get everything back down again. Alright. Close the thing. Oh. Alright, let me answer some questions and I'm gonna move on to Getter G. So, I'm actually gonna have Getter G on right now. Okay, so. Oh my god, there's so many questions I forgot to answer. My bad, I'm gonna go back to answer all of them. Okay, so also, you need to write hashtag though. Why don't you use the right hashtag like I said? Oh, Annie? Oh, thanks for answering. Wait, hold on. There's so many answers. Okay, so, can you find out the lower? You can check, honestly, I hope the next Saga after Mazin Kaiser will be Tekken. Yeah, Tekken Real will be pretty cool. Nana, she's as a girl original. Oh, I see. Thanks for answer. We'll wait to see if I will get super lucky and dailies give me Shin as well. Yeah, good luck on you, Shadow. Good luck. I use her personally in Limit Arena for Tengen. Yeah. Also, you need the right hashtag though. Why you didn't use the right hashtag like Slokai said? Wait, for which video? I think I have the right hashtag. Yeah, Iron Saga. Get Robo, and if you go down here, I have Get Robo Armageddon, Get Robo Armageddon, and Shin Getter. I mean, it is a YouTube video, so you can just add it on again. So, again, it doesn't really matter. And for this stream, at least, I do have the hashtag. So, but I do have to say though, again, if you're participating in this event, where so let me go into the event. So if you're participating in the event, make sure to have the right hashtag. So make sure to have that right hashtag if you're participating in the event. So, alright. So there's more questions. So let me answer them all. There is I remember Shin doing last attack in anime. If you don't want an explanation, bear with me. I'm just gonna answer as much questions as possible. Baihuko. There you go. Baihuko. There you go. Is it good using coat vial liquid metal on Shin Getter? Is that the one? Yeah, is that the new one where it minus final damage? Let me check. I think it is, right? So let me see. Let me see right now. Is it the one that does the final damage? There you go. Yeah, this code is pretty good in PvP. So, yeah, if you're using it on PvP, kind of just use it. Cause again, mine is I think at max level it minus 50% final damage. Yeah, pretty good. But cause you'll be fighting against Ash, right? So I don't think Ash will work. If you use this, maybe you will not proc your R-Shell, so yeah, it might work. Should be a pretty good code for PvP. Kamina, Greta, okay. Well, Liquid also got Shin Robo, but there's coding better situation. That's true, yeah. It's depending on the situation. There are two weapons why Shin Stoner Sunshine is so brokenly OP. Well, Shin Getter, hold on. Actually, no. Yeah, I'm gonna actually open this. Cause I am answering the thing right now. So, there are two reasons why Shin Getter is OP. One, because this is the worst thing Shin Getter can do to you. Yeah. Two, because Shin Getter is basically a regular Sunshine, but the main difference is making a giant death ball. Yeah. Worse different ways. Furthermore, it was powered by 3 planets. Oh, so that's a lore. Okay. Remember what happened to Trunks and Goku Spirit Ball on this big sunset? Oh, I see. Okay. Can I put IC Shin no or not? Okay, I see. Yeah, we can see for sure. For EN server, Bunny, you have any strategies to win against At? Like what Mecha and EN can fight against At and clones Vortex? I talked about this on my last stream on At, so let me go on to the last stream. Again, I'm not sure, but if you want to watch this stream, I kind of go in depth on like how to go against At, right? So let's go into this one, let's see. So I explained in this stream. Where is it? In this stream, see, why at is OP. So I'm gonna just reiterate why at is so strong. Because if you really go into the meta right now, right? Say in EN. Let's go into EN. Where's I'm gonna go in here and I'm going to go into this. Yeah. So current batch. You see, say, what does at do, right? At have a whole field of CCs and have a bunch of clones to just screw with your AIs, right? Is there anything that can deal with it? Let's talk about this one. Nope, it could not. Simply couldn't deal with it. New Gaia hat, don't even think about it. It will just get CC to death. Marshall will die to it, of course. Changshan Guy, the moment he's out of iframe, it will die. Zhenjuqi at the moment, yeah, Zhenjuqi will just die, even with full immune, most likely. Lancefish also will die. Paddlefish is not even a real thing. Orochi will die. Tension might survive. Tension might survive because it have Tension have counter stun, where it might not be gain vein by the clones as much compared to other units. But again, its aggro or its target might still be taken by the clones, which will still be bad because you'll be attacking the clones and not the ad itself. So Henshin might be able to do it, but it will die slower than other units. So and again, let's see, Taolu that doesn't have the pilots that we needed in EN, so it will still die. Sir will die. It has nothing else going on from it aside from damage. Anything that does damage and no real defensive abilities will just die. Tenshu is one of the units that people actually try to use against at. How successful it was? Mildly successful, I guess. It does really good damage to at because it doesn't get too close to the enemy, to the clones or to at itself, so it can safely, be out of harm's way. And when the ad clone is hitting it, it won't die immediately with a stun. So, and also it just does a lot of damage. And another thing it does is almost whole map as well. So potentially can one shot at. So this is Tenshin maybe, Tenshu maybe, can go against at because of the counter stun. Wolong is designed to not be working against at, so it will not work. Everything else you might have just forgot. Everything else would just die against at. So yeah, so this is the reason why ad is so strong. It's not that it is so strong like like Wolong. See, when Wolong come out, it immediately became meta because of the revive. Because it just revive a very strong teammate. But the thing, it doesn't make a unit unusable. See, if you're fighting against Wolong, you can still use, say, Ashura. No problem. It will not make Ashura unusable, right? But if you're playing against at, then nothing will work. Simply nothing will work, because it just screws with everything that it screws everyone in a fundamental level of how this game is and how this game is designed. And we literally need to use unconventional ways to deal with at. So yeah. Oh my god. So yeah. But I really think at the design is not that. I mean, it is creative. And it does bring out the meta that's been very outdated. Like, clone meta and Mines meta. Both of them has been saw a lot of use until at, which it is a good revive, but this revive renders everything useless. So, and what can go against at? Against, like I said before, Tenshin, maybe. This is just a big maybe, because when I was playing against it, people try to use it, it doesn't work as well. So, yeah. So these two, Tenshin, Tenshu, and you can also try, what's it called? And of course, where is it? Tekken Evil. So, do I have Tekken Evil in my inventory? So, Tekken Evil, I'm just gonna go Tekken Evil. So Tekken Evil can deal with it mainly because it's a unit that is immune to everything, right? You can easily build it to immune everything because the pilot immune to CC, so you won't get stunned. You can have chassis stabilizer, or you can have GA29 to have it to have it not be knocked down, or you can have this one to make it not be knocked up, because the mine actually does knock you up instead of knocking you down. So you can easily make Tekkaman Blade immune to everything, and it can just prowl through everything and potentially deal damage with that. So Tekkaman Blade is a very good one to deal with at, but Tekkaman Blade is limited. So, and it is a welding unit, a weld only unit. So, and it's not even anti-at. It is just it won't be affected by at. It's just that. So, and for yeah. So again, Tekkaman Blade can, and another one is Nightmare Retrofit 2, which I talked about before. And one of the reasons why Nightmare Retrofit 2 will work is yeah. Let me go to Nightmare Retrofit 2. Nightmare Retrofit 2. Again, 3 counters. This can really screw with the thing, because a lot of thing about, for example, Changsheng, right? Changsheng, the biggest problem is the moment he's out of iframe, then it's gonna get tripped by the mines and die. But with Nightmare, it can trip 3 times. See, you get hit by the mine, you can counter it again, and triggering counter for Nightmare, that means it will be a bad time for the opponent's team. Because if it triggers the counter, a lot of them is force grabs, and they are force grab, high damage force grab while invisible. And when it's invisible, it will increase its attack and healings. So it's just kind of like, since there's everything on the field will hit him, it will trigger Nightmare's counters a lot, therefore killing the enemy's entire team with counters alone. Nightmare is a pretty good thing to go against it, but again, it is a pretty well unit. Aside from that, nothing much can deal with it, I think. Cause yeah, at screws with the game in a fundamental level. So yeah, it's not even that it is strong, cause it doesn't even do that much damage technically, but the nature of it just screws with everything. So alright, well, enough about act. Let's get into Skitter G. My bad. So 20 people, well, thank you so much for staying. So alright, let's get to Shingeta Robo, and let me answer any more questions. Is there any questions on the any new questions? Let me double check. Let me close the phone. So ad currently is very painful. If you were about iframe, you go show us. Don't forget to get Nightmare and stuff. And Ice User and actually has slaughtered my 6-star and was actually 7-star and 500. Oh, I see. Wait, how do you build your ad? What's it called? If you build your ad to a point, like if you have firm steel on it, and if you have action cooldown, like extreme, if you have 6-star, then go with hydraulics. So if you have 6-star, go with hydraulics and just spam clones, and you win the game. Yeah, you win the game. I don't think, like, the only thing I can see that happening is Icy stun your ads before it can do anything, and get just stun locked to death. So yeah. Alright, let's get into Shingeta Robo G. Oh yeah, get a Robo G, because get a Robo G. Same thing, open get is a full evade every 5 seconds, and again, just like Shingeta, the HP regeneration really isn't much. It only regenerates about it only regenerates about 2% to 3% of damage, so at most 500 damage. So yeah, not too good. Not too good of a. I didn't show my thing. Yeah, not too good of a regeneration, but it is a full immune, which again works really well with the iframe spam, because during the iframe downtimes, it can be a dodge, or if it is being stun locked, it can be a breakout move. So not a bad chassis. Even in today's standard. And again, for the same thing, get a ray every 3 minutes, gain a random buff, bonus attack, defense, action speed, and reload speed. Again, I don't really like this one because again, heavily rely on RNG, and it requires you to to be 3 minutes, and no match is gonna be last until 3 minutes. Even in PvE, the poster will only last about the poster only lasts about 1.5 minute, and same with the battles. Battle usually will take less than like 90 seconds, so it's not gonna be that much of a buff, unless you can keep it, unless you build an enemy, like unless you build it to a point where it is just unkillable, like with iframe spin. But again, in today's meta, is not really worth it anymore. So I don't really like this one. So I actually recommend to go for weapon instead of this one. So alright, so now to the weapons. So the weapons, okay, so the weapon is actually very different. See, this is one of the biggest difference between Getter G and Shin Getter. Most people will think Getter Robo G is the worst of Shin Getter, even though they actually do different. Or it's not like they do different things, but they have different kit in terms of weapons. So weapons, first two is the Tomahawk, and Tomahawk is actually sword type weapon, and I don't think Ian had this yet, but when Ian does, this weapon will be pretty good on it. This one, because this one is, if the first two weapon is melee, then increase a lot of melee damage, and with a chance of doing 200%. Yeah, basically with a chance of doing double damage. So this part can also buff it, and also what's called, and also, oh yeah, and again, his last element is a fist, so that means this is one that can be buffed. Yeah, that can actually be buffed by Super Robo Fist. So let me go into Super Robo Fist. Can actually be buffed by, oh yeah, Super Robo Iron Fist. So, and yeah, Shin Getter doesn't have this. Shin Getter doesn't have two melee weapon at the front, and Shin Getter does not have a 5 attribute, yeah, a level 5 attribute Super Robo Fist. So this is the one where it can be pretty good with Super Robo Fist, especially with especially when it is using its ultra ults. Okay, and now we have the single shot missiles, the boomerangs. Again, what's it called? It has 6 seconds, but one of the thing about the boomerang is it doesn't have as much, like, it doesn't have too much lag. So see, like, just do it, and potentially, especially in trophies, there's a chance where it can just go into the action. So I don't think it's too much of a detrimental to the game, or to the team, and potentially plus it's homing, right? Homing, it can potentially trigger a lot of enemies' defensive actions before Getter Robo G actually goes close to the enemy. So again, Getter Beam, Getter Beam, I believe this one also have iframe, just like the Shin Getter one. Again, Shin Getter's Getter Beam have iframes. So, oh, not this one, Getter Beam. I mean, actually, I don't know. This one also looks like the head beam, but yeah, actually, this one have iframe. Let's actually test it out right now. So it doesn't seem like it, or it might be on the end lag. So let's double check. Let's see. Does it have iframe? Come on, it doesn't shoot. Wow, actually, yeah, it's not iframe. Yeah, never mind, it's not iframe. Yeah, or at least it doesn't seem to be iframe. So, yeah, then this one is definitely not as good as what's that? As Shin Getter. So, and it does a lot less damage as well. So, yeah, a bit of a shame. Yeah, a bit of a shame. Cause yeah, see, Shin Getter actually have a Getter Beam that is actually iframe, but I might be wrong though. So yeah, I might be wrong. So definitely check out the wiki to see if it's actually iframe. Double Tomahawk, again, single shot missile. Again, like another one where I think this is the one that actually do some knockdowns. Cause yeah, cause she got one very big one, or it might be or maybe within within action. If it's within action, then it's good, because the more action I have, the better it is on my Gene 4 for PvE. So yeah, well, I think that's about it. Double Tomahawk sword. Yeah, see, it doesn't have, well, the only downside you have is it doesn't have long handles, so it couldn't be buffed by long handle parts. But again, only Shin Getter have long handle parts. So Alright, well, his first move again, double Gator Tomahawk. Again, every other units, every other unit in the game has a normal attack like these, but it is especially bad on Shin. Not that this move is bad, it's that like this move is actually might be one of the better ones compared to compared to At's normal attack. But for Shin, you really want it to not be outside of iframe at all costs. You want to be doing the Shin strike as much as possible. You want them to be doing the iframe spam as much as possible. But if it somehow ever does the normal attack, it's just not as good compared to because other unit doesn't spam iframe. Other unit doesn't need to spam iframe to survive, but Shin does. So it is not a bad normal attack, but again, not also you prefer you want to be using on something else. Spin Catcher, it should be the counter. Yeah, should be the counter. Dash across. It's like a worse version of the 12-second one for Shin. Also a bit of a shame. I feel like it could be much stronger as well. So it does have a lot of movements, which is pretty good. But again, it's so much better if it's doing this all the time. If it's just doing the action spam. So, and its ultimate move is or its last ultimate move is the Shine Spark. I would say it's similar to Shin Summer Sunshine. I don't think it's that worth it to. Yeah, I don't really think it's that worth it because again for all Getter unit, it's much better to be in the iframe for the Getter Robo G strike than having a slow untargetable move that have strong end lag as well. So because again you can be hit during the end lag. You can be hit during the end lag, but I think you have less lag compared to Summer Sunshine, which might be a good thing. So, but again, if you want to build this, I would say very similar to Shin Getter, except for the bullet part. For bullet part, there's more freedom on Shin Getter, or yeah, on Getter Robo G. So yeah, yeah. Don't really know what else to say aside for if you're getting this unit, I highly suggest just have it similar to Shin Getter. Just have it at 4-star, or just have it to a point where it unlock Getter Robo G Strike. Because again, this is a move that you want, or I guess change Getter. Yeah, Getter Robo change. Or change Getter G or something. For the best effect. And yeah, spot it. And for other, I guess for that can rewind on my Shin Getter's on my Shin Getter's thought to see how I think about it using other moves. So and I think that's about it. Alright, so my general thought on this Getter G is, I don't know, I think it's a bit of a shame because it just kind of live in the shadow. Like, what's the point of making a unit that is worse than worse than Shin Getter? And like what's the point, right? What is the point? Well, why don't you just make it as strong and not have it like one level lower? Like, first of all, I don't think it will make them more money, right? Where, if you're gonna if you want to make more money, you want two very distinct units. Like for example, Tekkaman Blade and Tekkaman Evil. Although Tekkaman Evil is better, but Tekkaman Blade have his own things. Tekkaman Blade does more damage. He have his own moveset, which is a lot different compared to Tekkaman Evil. But Getter Robo and Shin Getter, it just doesn't really feel that much of a difference for me. So yeah, same. I mean, yeah, I just think it's a bit of a shame. Even the Retrophet, so the Retrophet actually adds another change attack, but it is much shorter. So, and again, and again, I want to say this: every Shingeta attack have openings, have non-iframe openings where enemy can stun you with just normal hit, or just kill you right out of iframe. So so all it adds was just oh, actually, hold on. This might be the one with iframe. Hold on, yeah. This might be the one with iframe. Where is it? Huh. Oh, never mind. I think this might be yeah. Get a laser cannon. So hold on. Let's see if we can add it in. Laser cannon. Why does it not have it? This makes no sense. Yeah, I think so I think it is something within the moveset, which is a shame. Yeah, again a shame. But having more weapon, having more weapon displayed is that's just better for what I get it for. So new move. No, not this one. But yeah, the new move. Yeah, this is new. Oh, yeah, cannon. Yeah, never mind. Cannon, I think, is the one with. See, again, it is iframe, but one of the best advantage of Beta Strike is Beta Strike goes close to your enemies and also being CCs. And but the thing is, when Shingeta, yeah, see, this is much better. Having as much melee proc having as much melee hits on enemy is much better than just shooting at enemies at because a lot of these things doesn't seem to have very high accuracy. In the case of enemy are constantly moving or with defensive skills, and it'll just be shooting a lot of blank shots while I mean, at least it's iframe, but I really don't see this just being very good. It's much better for it to just be doing the melee one forever and never do this ever, because it's just it's just not this good. And plus, this is supposed to be a melee unit, and that move deliberately bring range. See, that move deliberately bring range to for your enemy to like create a gap between their target and get a G. So it's just a bit of a shame, I think. But but with that being said, it still does its job. If you wanted to spam iframe, it still spams iframes. So and I tested before, right? I tested before at if you ever seen my video on the build test of Shingeta Robo G. So I'm actually gonna search it up right now. So if you actually search up my 15 point. So let me go into Getter Iron Saga Getter Robo G, right? And so Getter Robo G build test. If you go in here, oh no, this is the other one. If you go in, let me put this up in the thing. And I'm sorry, I'm not reading any chat because I'm focusing on just explaining the thing or explaining the thing. I'm gonna answer the chat after I'm done the thing. So if we go here, right, and we go into this, it can see the iframe. See, the iframe spin is still there. It is fighting against 2 Tekkamens right now. See, again, it is fighting against 2 Tekkamens at the moment, and it is not dying with the amount of iframe spin. It is in the shield taking damage, but just not taking. It's a 2v1, so you can see how it does its job. But again, it's just not as good as Shingeta. But yeah, that's about it for the showcase on the Shingeta on the G. So I guess last is just my thought. Yeah, just a shame. What a shame. What a waste, I think. Yeah. Could have been as strong as Shin, but the dev, I don't know, that they want to make Shin much stronger, even though Shin is much easier to get. This makes no sense. Oh, actually, I'm gonna talk about the Retrofit first. Yeah. I'm gonna talk about the Retrofit, and I'm gonna talk about the Retrofit, and I'm gonna talk about where is it? The Retrofit, where is the Retrofit? Nani? Hi? Wait, where is the Retrofit? Hold on. Collab, there you go. Collab, and then scroll down to Shingeta Robo, Saga, there you go. Show the Retrofit. Okay, so Retrofit actually needs to show you guys something. So the new thing, again, it got a new amazing momentum momentum chassis, just like Shin. Basically just like Shin. Completely negated the lag that has on the iframe downtime, making it just able to chain iframe even more, just basically make what it does best even better. And the new move is actually the new is actually not the last one. The new move is actually the second to the last one, the Get Robo G Strike with 3 additional question marks for some reason. So but it is very good because first of all, it's old one. It's old. See, it's old. That one with the shooting gun. I think that one was taken away, if I am not mistaken, from the looks of it. So, if it is the case, then that's pretty good. Because the one with the 3 exclamation mark, it's not bad. That is it. Yeah, it's really not bad. So let's see. Once every 5 sec. Yeah, see, plus the 30% attack speed, mobility, weapon switching speed, and action speed. Very good. Just again, similar to again, I talked about this on the Shin one. Just make what it do even better. Just iframe spend made everything better. So, alright, well, let's take a look at the one with 3 question marks, right? Or with the 3 exclamation mark, and let's see exactly what the heck is going on it. Because if you're just watching this in the first time, you might be confused on what it does, but yeah, because no one really knows. So does that is a usual thing, and it goes in and does some weird thing. It wiggles the enemies around, and it just never mind. Oh, so yeah, so the shooting one is changed to his normal shooting rate. I mean, still a shame that it does that, but at least it's faster now, so maybe that's a good thing. I really wish, at least improve on the accuracy. I think that would be much better. So again, it's basically the same thing, and it goes, yeah, it gets going close to the enemy, and it does it's super weird. It does a little weird wiggle things onto the enemy. It's like a grab, and well, that is a grab, but most people will probably not understand what the heck is going on. There you go. See, you just wiggle the enemies around and bam. So what this does actually, it's actually a full. So I'm gonna reduce their health to 1 HP, and immediately gets back to 100% HP, because that move is a force grab, and that move also have 100% lifesteal on a damage dealt to the enemy. So if you are basically if you are, doesn't matter what health you are. So yeah, see, let's put our health to 0, right? And it uses that move. Do the move. Max health. Immediately max health. Just see, yeah. This move is I have to say it's a huge improvement to its just shooting a beam again. Potentially better than the one for Shin, because it's basically a revive, as it can force grab pretty much everything. And the only thing that it couldn't force grab is G mode, and I think I believe iframe as well. So actually I don't know. You have to check it out. I know like this couldn't grab iframe, but that's about it. So yeah. If you're a Get to G fan, right? Like if you like Get to G, this trophy it's definitely worth it, because wow, not just saying on what it can what it actually does, or what the what the upgrade I have. Just this new move change is already pretty strong. So yeah, and if you guys wonder what the heck happened, because a lot of people doesn't know what what this supposed to be mean, like what this is based off on, and I'm gonna show you guys later. So and this and actually does a lot of damage, because considering it heals back to full health at 0 HP, it does more than 8,000 damage. So yeah, it does more than 8,000 damage at least. Let's see how much damage it does. Yeah, 600 times 14. I don't want to calculate how much it is, but it'll definitely procs your hard shell and potentially one shot the enemy. But it had this again. It had the same problem with Shin. Against At, would it help? I don't think so. God forbid it grabs a freaking clone, and it just again it doesn't work. Imagine it grabs a clone and it self-destruct. You know, if they have the X-bomb on. So yeah, so again, very good upgrade, very strong in PvE as well. Just like Shin, as we show in the video, very strong in PvE, and a good upgrade. But in today's meta, it might get bonked by At and a Korean especially, and Nightmare as well. So yeah. Alright, so let me show you guys what the heck this is. So oh, hold on. There's a lot of things. Oh, I see. Yeah, for Shin, right? For for Shin, yeah. I see. Yeah. Alright, so let me show you guys. Hold on. Is there even the people still left it? 20 people watching. Awesome. Hold on. Is it actually 20 people watching? 13 people watching. Oof, never mind. Well, I think he was sleeping now. No, let me double check. I lose a sub. Is my commentary this bad? Oof. But yeah, let me just show you guys real quick. Let me hide my thing real quick. So if you guys wonder what that move came from, or this is what I think the move came from, because I actually that someone in NC was wondering, because nobody knows what the heck is going on with that move, but this should explain it. Yeah. So let me put it on. So let's yeah, I put it on and I'm gonna put it over. So see, this should be the Getter G, right? Or this is Dragon. But this is what, see, I'm not sure if this is Dragon or G, but this is what, yeah, this is what the people who, or this is what the people who found, and this will make sense on lifesteal things as well. So again, this might be just well, let's see. So Shin Getter, yeah, I mean the plane's the same, so. And this should be, yeah, this should be the strike attack, even though this thing came first. So you can see it does the that does a classic get a strike for the thing, and the last move is actually this one, Chain Dragon, and it goes down, and it fucking bites the, yeah, and it bites on the enemy. So this is what I assume, and what the people assume this move came from, because it will make sense how this move can actually lifesteal. So this is just speculation. So if you know where that move actually came from, definitely tell us, cause yeah, I don't really know. So. But yeah, final thought is just a very good upgrade, but same problem with Shin. Won't survive into this meta, but very good in PvE. Alright, well, let's move on to the free units, the free to play getters. So, free to play getters. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours. Oh my god, there's so much things about Shin Getter. And no one is there even still people here? So hold on. So Black Getter. I'm actually gonna go straight into the retrophy version, because I think it's much easier if I just, because most people who get it will probably just get a retrophy version. So I think it'll be much faster if I just explain the retrophy version. But before then, I'm gonna talk about, yeah. Before that, I'm gonna try to answer the questions from people. So let me see all the questions. Alright, so hold on. No. Alright, so let me let's see what you guys say. 10 years, no. So okay, let's see what everything. Oh my god, there's so many. So Kojima will protect Ad and giving her kill the entire in solo and have Ad. Never can be Ad from the unyielding mandatory and weakness using Tomi. If charged with Robo G can boost the damage, weapon damage. I believe so. Because the first weapon, because the first weapon is sword for Getter G. So therefore charge rate should work on Getter Robo G. I got Black Knight on ASR Changsheng and Olympic, either because of Pat Labor support plans. Yep, not bad. Yeah, 3 charge because first element isn't strong. Oh, I see. Okay, Getter Robo isn't the first. Getter Robo isn't. G is the first one. Tilda. Yeah, I'm just gonna see if there's any question. Just got original Getter Robo, only need Getter Robo G to have them all. Yeah, congrats. Alright, let's go into Black Getter. So, about Black Getter. Finally, my bad. So let's go into here and okay, so Black Getter. Arguably the best free-to-play unit, or one of the best free-to-play unit in the game right now. I will actually say is on par with Saga Awaken 2. Well, you know, the reason why Saga Awaken 2 is not as good is because it is bound to Becca's, even though now Becca's is very strong now. But yeah, so I would say it might be on par with Saga Awaken 2 in terms of its strength and just its overall usefulness. So let's start with the chassis. Get HP recovery heals 4%, 4% per second. The lower the HP, the faster the hero recovers. This effect cannot stack with other HP regeneration abilities. So this is one of the most powerful regenerate ability in the game so far, and this is one of the reasons why this unit is better than the free-to-play Getter Robo, because again, Open Get, although it is a dodge, it only heals about 2 to 3%, but Shin Getter is at least 1% per second. Therefore making this chassis much stronger than Open Get. Compared to, because auto regeneration just make this unit standalone good. It's just more sustainable, and it have and plus its main damage is normal type, combined with high absorption shell. I've been talking for so long I can't even talk anymore. But yeah, combined with the lifesteal shell, it'll make it sustain much. It'll just make it sustain insanely well as a free-to-play unit. And again, Getter Ray, for the 3-minute random buffing. Again, I'm just talking about the what's called the shorter one, because you most likely want to drop one, so it doesn't matter if you want to upgrade this or not, because you will upgrade it eventually. So yeah, and again, the weapon pretty good for free-to-play as well. 2 sword and a lot as well. I mean, 2 sword can be buffed by this part in the future. Again, 2 boomerang is not too bad. It's because it's homing. It's a guaranteed hit. Getter beam, special beam. See, some of these moves are tied to the unique abilities, which is still good that they list them out, because the more that it shows out, the more it can be buffed by the Majin core. So, and again, the fist, the Getter spikes, a very good very good addition with a 5 attribute fist. That means it can be buffed by I'm actually gonna go into here. That means it can be buffed by let me go into here you go. So I'm actually gonna make this bigger. Oh. So yeah, it can be buffed by I'll turn off the chat real quick. So you can be buffed. So if you see above me in the quotation, it can be buffed by super Robo Fist because of a double 5 weapon, and it can also get the claw, because again, the claw will increase his melee range plus additional lifesteal. So claw is also a very good choice on Shin Get on Black Getter and Getter G as well. Getter G also have a fist. That means Getter G will also benefit a lot from the claw. And of course the new the future new part for double sword. So very good kit, very good kit, and this is one of the reasons that's so good. Is because again it can be buffed by so many things, and of course sword melee, making it be usable with the Black Knight pilot. So very good, and one of the reasons why it's so good with Black Knight pilot is because you have 2 counters, and 2 counters is again very strong counters for especially for a free-to-play unit. So let's take a look. Screw it. Do it. Yeah, this move, higher range. It can hit a lot of enemies in its way, especially if they're very close together. Very good melee. This also this is another good counter. It's a very fast one, but it's a short one, but it is also a very fast cooldown one. Good movement speed plus shooting out a lot of weapons, making it just pretty good. Pretty good at just dodging the move in general. See, it doesn't have open get. That doesn't have open get to how do you say, to dodge a unit, but it have 2 counters, and there's not many free-to-play unit with 2 counters, and having 2 really good counters, that means that can be buffed with a unit. So I'm gonna turn on the chat again. It can be buffed by the I'm gonna go down. Yeah, it can be buffed by, so under the word fun, you will see the pizza armor, the counter armor. It can be buffed by this armor to have even less counter reload time for you to counter more. So this is actually the one free-to-play unit that might actually, I mean, never mind. Yeah, it'll probably still die against Ad, but might stay a bit longer with 2 counters. So again, side evade and block, pretty basic move for everyone. Yeah, the double Getter tomahawk basic combo also is not too bad for a normal attack. Dash forward is actually pretty important for this one because Black Getter does want to get in range with the enemies. Alright, so the last 2 moves, Getter slash. One of them is slash should be the one that goes forward in the caves, and it's a combination between melee attack and some melee attack and some shooting attacks. Again, not too bad of a move for a free-to-play unit. Very high damage, especially with the gun after, because that gun actually, because usually when it shoots a gun, it's very close to the enemy, and there's a high chance of it actually hitting all the shots, therefore doing a lot of damage. And because it's multi-hit, see, that's 100 times 12. So if it gets hits, it might be even more. So very strong. But I think the strongest thing that he has is still his counters. The 2 counters can just keep on training with each other, making it very strong. And let's see. I think one of them should be the. Oh, actually, yeah, that punch one. That punch one is is a very high damage move for for free-to-play as well. I'm not sure if it has iframe in it, but what's it called? Even if it doesn't, having this action is already pretty good. So, and again, even if it take damage, they can trigger his counter and his chances healed, which yeah, making it much harder to kill, especially depending on the build, making it much harder to kill. And my build was actually, so let me actually watch this. Let me. So my build is actually with a Black Knight, or the build that is shown is actually with Black Knight, and it is 1v1. Again, 1v1 is only to take for like a 1v1. You shouldn't take 1v1 that seriously because it might be not too accurate depending on what they can do. But it's pretty impressive that it can kill Tekkaman in a 1v1. So just by amount of the counter spec. I mean, granted, it does take a long time, and by the time it kills it, the teammate might kill Black Getter already. But yeah, not many free-to-play unit, if at all, can beat Tekkaman Evil in a 1v1. So, and yeah, alright, let's go back to that should be all. Okay, so that should be all for the Black Getter. Is there any questions? But it works for Getter Robo Black because it doesn't have open get skill. Yeah, the counter is pretty good. I'm happy Getter is really strong. I thought open get would make original Getter better, but since that each had only have 2 counter. Yeah, 2 counter makes Black Getter super strong. Yeah, definitely. The only thing that might be better is like, cause yeah, I don't know. Yeah, actually, yeah. 2 counter might be. Yeah, 2 counter might just be. Yeah, 2 counter might just be straight up better. Yeah, I don't really think there's a world where open get will be better than a counter. So yeah, pretty awesome. I tried IC Getter G, and I think IC counter skill somehow not active because open get chassis skill. Yeah, because the open get chassis can screw around with a lot of skills. So maybe you can, maybe we can use skill that, maybe we use Barmoff on Black Getter and get the skill that that might be, that might be cancelled on the Getter that can transform. So yeah, awesome, very. So again, if you guys know anyone who might want to start this game, or who have quit this game or haven't played for a long time, tell them, and are thinking to come back. Tell them to come back, because you basically get a free Saga Awakened equivalent unit, or 2 if you're willing to farm. That if you play through this collab. So what I think about this is, if you're not in like top, okay, actually honestly, even if you're in top 500, say if you're in top, or if you're under top 500, this unit might be usable as like a basic tank. Because it's not worse than, it's not, it's not as bad as, like, it's not that far off compared to, Saga Awakened. It's not that far off, like with King Arthur. It's not that far off with, with Giga Giant. So, very, very strong, very, very strong. Alright, so what else? Yeah, I think that's about it. And I guess the only downside is it has less CC potential compared to the other Getters, because the other Getter can keep the thing in place. But again, get Black Getter does do more damage because he's proud to it. Oh, and the build I suggest on it is just 4 mil build, because again, it does have 2 counters, but you don't want it to be CC'd. You don't want it to be controlled or stunned by elemental effect. Because I think open get can actually get you out of. Yeah, open get can actually get you out of status effect or stuns, but the counter might not be able to do that for you, and you might even be stunned inside of a counter. So so definitely, so highly recommend full immune build on Black Getter. Full immune build, and not being able to knock down or knock up. Okay, so that's Black Getter. Now let's talk about oh yeah, I should probably take. I mean, see, again, the pre-K is already good as well. The pre-K is already good, but you will really want to finish it. You will really, really, really want to finish it. See, the pre-K doesn't have another counter. You will really want the other counter to make up with the lack of open get. So, yeah, definitely make it retrophy if you're willing to get it. And I do suggest you get I suggest you get Shin Getter first, and then start farming for Black Getter. So, alright, so now to Getter Robo. The final collab unit of this collab. Alright, so let's take a look. From what I know, it's just a mini version of of a combination of Getter G and Getter and Shin Getter. So yeah, Getter's Getter Saga. Just Getter Saga is kind of funny. Open get and Getter right once every 5 seconds. Getter roll get robot activate. Yeah, well, why am I saying this? Yeah, same chassis as Shin and Getter G. I don't think I need to say about this anymore. Again, it's a full evade with tiny little HP, like HP heals. Have lots of weapons. Lots of weapons is always pretty good. You know, lots of weapons that's pretty good because for the Majin Core. And sword melee, that means is compatible with a Black Knight. The fist, that means is compatible with a club, but not what's it called? Not super raw fist because it is not 5 attribute. It's a shame that it is not a level 5 attribute, but it's whatever. Because for Getter, it's actually better for high for the lifesteal shell. So but can be buffed by the claw, which is pretty cool too. And boomerangs, pretty much the same thing for the thing. And the other shooting weapons. Some of these might be tied to the actions. And the last one is also sword melee. That doesn't really add a whole lot, but you know it is there. So this monsters move on to its actions. Tomahawk Tornado. You know they're just going. Oh, they actually have an ult at the front. I think this unit might have the most ult for free to play. So. Oh, get a beam. Yeah, I'm not really sure if you're iframe. Yeah, this move. Yeah, that Tomahawk Tornado is very good. It's very good AOE to hit just everything. Oh, and of course this move, the smaller version of Shin Getter and Getter G. I'm using it. It also have iframe, just as less damage and slightly less longer, I believe. So yeah, and how do you say? Again, pretty much the same thing. Honestly, pretty much the same thing about and Getter Slash. It's a pretty basic ultimate attack as well. Decent damage, good tracking, but preferably still spamming Getter Strike will be much better, or it'll be much welcome if it can constantly be spamming Getter Strike or change Getter, for that matter. So right, and let's open fire and let's see the counter as well. So counter, fight me. There you go. Oh, it teleports behind the enemy. Yeah, I didn't even know, but it teleports behind the enemy. Not too bad of a counter. It can really throw a lot of enemies off, but it's definitely not as good as compared to say back getters or Shin getters. So, but you know it could be a pretty good mix up if you can teleport behind enemy and immediately use Getter Strike. That would be pretty good too. Getter Strike is also a unit that can instantly close up to the enemy face as well. So pretty much the same thing about Shin can be applied here, but just a free-to-play version, which is pretty good. Imagine a mini Shin Getter, a mini, like a free-to-play iframe spammer. Pretty insane. It's a pretty insane unit. And again, just like I said, I think it's on par of Saga Awakened 2 with Becca's, or with Becca's not Awakened. So yeah, does decent damage and also does good CC because you know when it is trapping the enemy in the Getter Strike, it is also locking the enemy in place. It's just a shame that sometimes it will use Getter Slash, and you know when he's using Getter Slash, it might be one shotted, or it might get one shotted while using some other moves that isn't Getter Strike. And the double Getter Tomahawk, I think is good, but preferably still just spamming Getter Strike is much better. I actually tried Mafia on this one before. It can constantly use Shin Getter, but occasionally it will still use his its other move. So, and this is also one that I highly suggest. Yeah, highly suggest getting for what's called that if you're a new player, or just if you're any kind of player in general, it's just such a good unit, and I think it's better than a lot of the better units coming out, say, during the old times as well. So, and again, after this, every VTuber unit haven't been so good except for Blackwing, sadly. And then so my thought is just, or my thought on both, yeah, Black Catcher and Getter Robo is just, I mean, well, hold on, yeah, for Getter Robo first is I would say it is basically, yeah, one of the strongest free-to-play unit out there. Me, Shingetter, anything that Shingetter and Getterji can do can be applied on Getter Saga, just a bit weaker. But in terms of free-to-playness, Getter, Black Getter still have an edge on top of this one, but not by a long shot, because Getter Saga does have his own thing, because with the open get, it can get out of sticky situations when it gets when it is stunned, or when it is being when it is unable to move, basically. And yeah, highly suggest getting both Black Getter and Getter Robot. It will really help you later on during your 12v12 arena, if you're a new player, or if you're just missing unit for 12v12 arena, because wow, this unit can beat a lot of those old paid units, and a lot of poster units as well. So potentially even units now, like as we see, they can 1v1 Tekkaman Blade and Tekkaman Evo. So I'm gonna show you guys this. Yeah, see, I actually use Oscar, and the reason why I use Oscar is because Oscar's third skill is basically like a weaker version, or it's basically like a watered down version, or maybe like a similar version to the new buff, and this just makes the lag between icing as much like as less as possible, and we can see it can that can beat Tekkaman Blade in a 1v1. Again, 1v1 is not 1v1 is not 4v4, so don't think it is better than Tekkaman. Overall, Tekkaman Blade is still better, of course, by a long shot. But in a 1v1 setting, in a situation where it comes down to a 1v1, or in a situation where in a situation where there's less enemy on the field, or if the enemy does have a better build, Shin Getter Saga might come out, might have an edge. So feel a rare unit that will still work in in today's standards. So again, I'm using Oscar because for the new retrofit feel to it. But you can use Barnwell, you can use Pride, you can use anything that helps you turbo the or that can make the action cooldown faster. The one that can the one that reduces action cooldowns. And for the builds as well, I also suggest going full immune, because again, Shin Getter doesn't really have anything. That doesn't really have anything to go against controls. So going full immune, like putting chassis stabilizers, putting down anti-all elemental damage, might really help out on Getter Robo. Oh, and for both of them, you should be able to use them as a tank in PvE as well, in posters, or in just normal PvE stages. I'm pretty sure they will perform very, very well. Definitely better than the unit that you have now. Or if you're a new player, it'll be better than it'll be better than the unit that you have now if you're a new player. So, alright. So I think that's all for the mecha. Is it again? If there's any question, just answer. Oh, and if you for some reason want more Shin Getter, or want more Getter, you guys can technically get it for Getter Robo. You guys can technically get it in the Sun Badge. I don't suggest getting more than one though, because having two is enough. I think the only collab unit that you want more is Blackwing, because Blackwing just do so much damage in PvE. So, alright, we're gonna move on to the pilots. So, gonna go on to Leoma, and I'm gonna read if there's any questions first. Alright, let's go into let me read some questions. 18, welcome. So, okay, so Bunny, I am happy. Oh, I'm gonna actually, hold on. I'm gonna see it because a lot of the question might be. Yeah, there you go. I'm just gonna. Gan. You need to walk back at your segment to allow content. Ah, I see. Oh, that. Good trivia. I'm gonna get oh, these are the moon names. Mini Shin is still amazing. Yeah, again, yeah. Mini Shin amazing. Iframe Span, always amazing. Imagine, hi you Bunny, can't wait for Shin Dragon. Yeah, can't wait. Shin Dragon, time to make it on time. Let me see first Chassis Wreck. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's one of the reason. Shin Dragon maybe the next free run. Hopefully it's not a year longer. Don't think it'll be a year longer. I don't think so, cause it'll be way out of it. Man, you can get Black Etcher from some bash. That's true. Yeah, but honestly, one is enough. If you can get Shin Dragon, GM Amazing Kaiser Saga, I can easily do that for Black Etcher. Yeah. Alright, well, let's go on to the pilots. And thank you guys so much. And thank you for going back to 4 players again. Okay, let's go back to the pilots. Leoma Naga, a man after 2 years still being a top tier unit in PvE. In PvP, it has been falling out. I mean, even in PvP right now, it is not too bad. It is not too bad at all. The second child, Define Death, it frees up your your support slot. You don't need to put Chassis Stabilizer anymore, and you don't even need to put GA29 for the anti-knockdown, because you want it to be knocked down, to be healed, and to have the defense increase. It will help. It's just such a good move in PvP. And of course well, if you're going for PvP, this move is also pretty good. Plus 2000 attack straight up, or plus 2000 defense, or not defense, plus 2000 HP straight up, and also 60% resistant to status condition. It's a bit sad it's only 60%, because again, in the meta now, where they're applying status to you 100% of the time, if the 40% get through, then you might die. So yeah, but yeah, second move very strong. It's not even about this skill being strong. Is that it frees up the support slot and the pet slot and the co-pilot slot for the anti-knockdown, for you to put anything you want on it. You could go even more immune. So very good skill. And of course the active skill, just plus 30% final damage immediately. Absolutely insanity in PvE. This is why to this day, Getcher is still like you put Leoma in any PvE unit and have it use AS instantly. It will do so much more damage, because see, again, like that I said before, why would you put Leoma on Infinity, right? Why would you put it? Wouldn't Halocat works better? Yes, Halocat would work better, but again, Leoma just stacks the number up to a point where he's not good on Leoma is not good on Infinity, but because it has so much attack, therefore it is better, just because the damage is higher. So it's like it's honestly a bit funny. It's just the stat. It just outstat him basically. And of course, the last one, Man of Legend, gains extra 49% SP at the start of the battle. This is what enabled people to use his AS immediately. With Baihu coatings, use his AS immediately. At the start of the battle for the damage, and if you can keep the SP at above 50%, plus 2% per second, that's insane. 30 seconds down, that's 60% attack. If you can keep it for 1 minute down in opponent, that's how many attack? That's double the damage already. That's literally double the damage. That's literally just double the damage. Which I don't know exactly how people can keep it out, because I think it has to do with his personality. But again, I'm not too sure. But with the correct build, from what I've seen, people is able to keep the SP up 100% of the time. So but definitely need to do some research. But I do want to talk about the downside of it. So this skill does not work with Berserker Code. Berserker Code does not work with Men of Legend. It is made because it'll be way too OP if you can actually constantly put it at over at over 50% with Berserker Code. So yeah, Berserker Code doesn't work on it. Or else it'll be way too strong. And also it's Leoma has the weaknesses in PvE is you don't want to use Leoma against any unit that drains your SP, because getting your SP drained just screws with Leoma. Because I think I saw it in a NC form. This is unconfirmed. I didn't test it, but you can get the attack to negative, so you can have a negative attack. So do you heal the enemy when you have negative attack? I don't know, but be careful. So don't use Leoma on unit that drains. Yeah, that drains, like even PvP. Don't fight against pilot that drains your SP, because God forbids your attack goes to negative and you do 0 damage. So be careful. Yeah, definitely be careful. But if you can make it get over 50%, top tier in PvE. So Leoma, the man that after 2 years still a top tier pilot, absolutely insanity. Highly suggest people to get it. Not just because how strong it is, just because the amount of voice lines that it has, and that it has special cut-ins with Shin Getter, and also have this cut-in by himself. He's the only pilot with cut-ins. With pilot cut-ins right now. He's the only pilot that does that when he uses it. Yeah, such a special pilot. I really wish he had more skins as well. Oh my god. So again, depending on if that skill, depending on the SB, you will probably want it to be killing enemies and taking damage. But I don't know. Again, definitely search yourself on how to keep this over 50. From my experience, is just I don't know. When I use it, usually it is over 50%, and then usually I'll do damage. Rarely, very rarely, it will ever go below 50%, unless I'm going against unit that can steal your SP. So, thank you so much. Very strong. One thing I need to talk about is, if you're using Leoma, if you're using Leoma in challenge, hold on. So if you're using Leoma in this mode, if you're using Leoma in Gaiden, if you're using not Gaiden, challenges, if you're using Leoma in challenges, see, for the challenges, right, you know how you can use your other people's your other pilots' active skill. You don't want to use the other pilot skill first. You always want to use his skill first, because the moment you use other skill first, it will assume that you already used Leoma's already. So it will trigger men of it, or I guess it will trigger Leoma's effect to a point where it will just never use ants again. So be careful. It might be very buggy. So when you use Leoma, be very careful in challenges, and be very careful against SP unit. Other than that, absolute top tier. Highly suggested, and a unit that you don't want to miss out, I think. Definitely save a ring for it if you want to. Alright, well, let's talk about, and again, and Leoma into this meta definitely will still work. This skill I think can potentially be good against Ad, but again, other skill will work into this poster as well. Alright, let's see what the chat is saying. Oh, there's a lot of chat. Okay, so let me go into the thing. Let me see everything again. Oh, 18 people, welcome. Thank you so much for staying. Oh my god, there's so much chat. Hold on. Okay, so true, but oh my god, there's so many. Yeah, I'm just gonna only read the part, the questions one. Yeah, I'm only gonna read the one with questions. So, determining if you have either a friend or a gacha, 10k if out of 4. If you're on Loma to farm efficient, 95k to cat. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you for the advice. Recruit 10. Yeah, probably best idea. Yeah, I'm just gonna answer the question. Normal skill. Press that per round. Okay, how did they get Angela with 36 gem in cafe? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really sure. So Snowflake might give him trouble. Yeah, Snowflake might give him trouble. Yeah, Snowflake might give it trouble. Yes, definitely. Might give Leoma trouble. Yeah, I'm gonna stay in Leoma right now because we are still talking about Leoma. I think. Yeah. Many will be awesome for future Getter based on Getter OVA kind of skin for Leoma. Yeah, that's true. Devotion, Shigeru Leoma vs Neo Getter. I was thinking or Neo Getter. Alright, I think that answers everything. Oh, and again, if you want to have an in-depth guide on Leoma, just watch my video because I do have a video on this, and I go over how Leoma should be, how Leoma's skill order should be, and what I think about their skills in text form. So, alright, so let's move on to the next pilot. The next pilot is let's talk about the next most famous pilot in this class. So the meme, the absolute meme of the highest stat, the speed. So I'm actually gonna talk about its last skill first. So this Wind Chaser, the Wind Chaser, speed plus 35%, become immune to ice and deceleration effect. The pilot's defense and reaction status is plus 5 for every 1 km or 4 km per hour. Increase in higher speed. So you can get so you can easily get this. Well, not easily. Like with some build, you can like with some very fast unit plus some very high plus some very high speed mecha, you can get it to 2k. Yeah, that can get its stat to 2k. Let's see how much stats I have already. Yeah, my defense and reaction is already almost 1k already. So yeah, the meme itself, the high speed. And I think I see someone on Discord get it to over 5k defense and 5k reaction speed. But the problem is, there is a limit on how much damage reduction a defense stat can go to. So and I assume the same thing goes for reaction as well. So that means doesn't matter how high your defense is, when it reaches that certain cap, it will no longer reduce more damage, and it will no longer maybe help you dodge more. So it's mainly just for meme to have very high stat. But aside from that, you don't need it to get to that. You don't really need it to get to that have a set. It's just mainly for memes. But yeah, Wind Chaser, very very fun skill. Yeah, yeah, really like it. So okay, so the third skill is also very very strong. Aggression. Melee attack have 28% chance to reduce and shorten up action CD. Minimum interval 0.3 seconds. It's the same skill as Pride, where the more melee damage that you do, the faster your melee action will be. So very strong on Shingete's Retrofit, because Shingete Retrofit, you want to keep on doing the melee, right? Or just Shingete in general, But Shingete, if you're going to get to strike, then it'll constantly be doing melee damage. So very very strong, because when he's doing all the melee damage for like 8 seconds, it will constantly be regenerating its own action CD, and it actually shortened the CD by a lot. So yeah, very very powerful move for both PvP and PvE. So yeah, very very great move for pilot to have. So and also initiates superior or superiorized. Activate when skill speed outturn or outrun. So if you have higher speeds than its target, then your final damage your damage there will be for plus 14, and damage taken will also be minus 19. But hold on, let me read something real quick. I just want to make sure something. I don't want to miss anything. So let me grab the free. Yeah, there we go. And let me check the thing real quick. Cause yeah, I just want to make sure it's not final damage. Cause again, it's not here. Hold on 1 second. I just want to double check something. Because I thought it was final damage, but turns out it is not. So let me just double check. So, Hayato, Hayato, is it? Can I not check? Hold on. Hayato. Hayato. Here you go. Hayato. Is this damage? No, it's final damage. Okay, in NC it says final damage. So I don't know why it says just target damage. So in NC it says final damage. So this move is very good against PvE bosses. Because again, anything that stacks final, anything that stacks final damage is that's very good. And this is why people has been using him in poster as well on Shin actually. So because now there's a tank, it'll do more damage, and the more melee hit that you have, it can that can reduce its own CD to just spam iframe again. So very strong. And the max special, yeah, the AS I don't really think it's that good. Especially one of the moves in Shin. This is one move that I want to skip because all three of his moves is not too bad at all, and not too bad. Even though the Forcer is kind of mean, but his third and yeah, that's third and second skill, very powerful. Good PvE skill, good PvP skill, and PvE skill, and also meme skill. Really good pilot, and a free one at that. Yeah, a free one at that. Very nice, very nice. So very nice. And let me just double check. I think, yeah, I believe he's free, right? So very nice, so we get the doctor and the thing free. Okay, so now let's talk about the Benkei, I think, right? Benkei. So Benkei Kuruma. This is probably the defensive, the defensive pilot for the trio. Okay, so what is very special about Benkei is this one: special defense or supporting defense. Activate when ally receive them. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me answer any question that Hayato might have. So let's see. Yeah, let me just double check if there's any questions. That would be a dream. Or both my boss have 2% left. Can finish tomorrow. Should I go for Shin or save for Healer? I would actually go for Shin. I will actually get a Shin because Shin is just really good in PvE. Healer, I mean, Healer is a good choice, but again, Healer is only really good. I mean, Healer is also very high tier in PvE. So, depending on which one you like more. I would suggest both because Shin is such a cool unit, and plus you can do so much other things. So, believe in Getter. Your question: does Apex Market refresh? Somehow I remember I was able to rebuy candy and food after for a while. Oh yes, they do refresh some. Okay, so again, some item refresh, some item doesn't refresh. I think it shows under thing. Some say you can only redeem a certain amount, and some say it'll refresh. So Apex Arena, see, up to 2 times. That means you can do up to 2 times. Actually, okay, Ian didn't say it, but the one with the available is the one that you only redeem that many times. Up to how many times is the one where it will refresh every season. So, alright, now let's go to Benkei. So again, the special thing about Benkei is just that supporting skill. Activate when an ally receives the damage for 10 times. All enemy fire will be drawn to Benkei. Oh my god, the translation is so weird. They're making it needlessly complicated. What? For short time while defense plus 28%. Briefly. Activation interval 10 second individually. So this move, again, any move that force aggro, very powerful. So if your ally taking 10 hits by a Dankuga or something, right? Then all enemies will be targeted to Benkei. This move could be potentially good against Act because it can get all the attention of the clones as well. So very strong move in than in PvP. And if you can have or it's not very strong move. It's you can use this move to force your opponents to aggro, and depending on what you want to do with that, like for example, if you have him on Nightmare, if you have it on that want people to hit you, then that might be a very good option to do so. So, but yeah, maybe it might work on Nightmare. For those who have it, but because this is a paid pilot, and I've seen underwhelming at first, so yeah. But I do think that this move is it's pretty good on a tank, and very very good for your teammate as well, because prevent your teammate from being one-shotted or combo to death. So very very strong. And also the other two move, like the other two massive just complements it. Iron Wall is basically just tilted armor, but better. Frontal damage reduction, very good, and stackable as well. You can stack it with frontal damage. You can stack it with frontal damage reduction to have even more damage reduction, or even get to 100%. So yeah. Connection activated upon full SP, final damage received decreased by 20%. Very good as well. Heals 14% HP to all. Also not bad for the team. So yeah, very good, and is upon SP 4. So he doesn't need to activate SP in order to do it. Because in PvP, a lot of time, your AI will be dumb and not use your active cell as well. But this one is a full activation, where when your SP is full, then it will activate. So there's no worry of it not activating. So very strong. And the first skill is the same thing, where Dai Sentinel Orochi. But this one I think is arguably stronger than the one for Hayato, because this one actually does pretty good CC. So, but yeah, again, this is the move they want to skip, because more damage on it doesn't really matter, because the good thing about it is it just doing CC. So yeah. Skip this one. Max 3 first. Max 3, Max 2, and Max 4. Very very strong. Well, I would say it's very very strong, but it's a good pilot for PvP. And for just CCing your opponent's AI. So, alright, let me see if there's any questions, and I'm gonna move on to the doctor. So, you, do you have a segment talking about boss challenge? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it later. I haven't. I'm gonna talk about it, but it's gonna be pretty quick because I don't really have a team set up for it. But I can give you guys idea and why you guys might be suffering, so, or why you guys might be not doing as much damage. So speed get a speed dragon, and future getter, just add Go or Shin dragon, or getter arc. Both of my two friends currently have to finish them tomorrow. Should I go roll for Shin getter or something? Already read it before. Great, thank you. We can afford both. Yeah, that's true, yeah. Don't need to, I'm sorry, actually a little bit confused, because I just got Shin getter from 2 copy, need another, but my main unit is Harvest here, and wondering should I replace Tian Chen. Yeah, Tian is falling off a bit, with the units, to this day, but I think should be as good as Shin getter without retrofit. Unless you can get Shin getter to retrofit, then maybe you'll be better than Tian Chen. But yeah, so again, yeah, if you can get your Shin getter to retrofit, then yeah, definitely get definitely replace Tian Chen. But for now, Tian Chen might be still better. Alright, well, let's talk about the Dr. Sao Tome. I bit my tongue. Let me drink some water. Oh, I've been talking for almost 3 hours now. Alright, well, Sato. he is probably one of the best co-pilot, like a pilot with the most amount of co. Look at the amount of co-pilots that I have. I have one for everything. So, let's start with his first one. Draw all enemy attack for 6 seconds. During skill effects, item will teleport randomly. You're carrying 5%, 500 HP every second. Cannot be stacked with other recovery percentage effects. So, again, another move that drags, that take all the enemy aggros. Any move that does that have a potential to be good in PvP. If you depending on the build that you have on it. Also, some trivia is that this move actually had a bug before. So people would put him on Breaking Dawn, and there's some bug where when Breaking Dawn dies, and when Breaking Dawn Retrobit 2 dies, the little Breaking Dawn that spawns, if Saitama is managed to use AS during that small Breaking Dawn times, it will make that Breaking Dawn unkillable. It will just make it unkillable because it just regenerates 500 HP every second, and I think that the Breaking Dawn's shield, like the Breaking Dawn's HP is like, I think at least at most 2000, so that means it gets back to full health every 8 seconds. So that was a pretty fun bug, but sadly it's patched. But even if it's patched, it's still a pretty good move for drawing all the enemies. So if you are building a team or to anti something, this skill might work, and it's also callable, so it's up to you. Yeah. Best worst in Lux. Yeah. Alright, so Obsession. Reduce most status of condition duration by 100%. It costs a minus 15% battle receipt. Again, one of the best co-pilot skill out there. Full immunity to status duration. Immune to your the stupid stun effect. Immune to the stupid ice effect, burn effect, and stuff like that. Very strong move for PvP. Very strong move. The other person who have Obsession is I think Kaida. Yeah, Kaida, the guy with the mop. And his Obsession is also callable, but you can actually use both now. Like, yeah, if you do get this unit, you can use both of the skill to have both of your units be immune to status condition. Very useful. Very useful. And this unit is also free, so it's definitely a must get during the collab. So very strong. Very strong. Alright, so Obsession, one of the best co-pilot skill. Alright, so I get another one of the best PvE co-pilot skill. The data analyze. Activate 10 seconds after entering the battlefield. All enemy attack and defense minus 14 cannot stack with or effect with the same kind. Effect ends upon death. So again, this is a must-have for PvE poster to maximize your damage potential. So yeah, just put it on any unit that you don't need a co-pilot on in PvE, and you'll just do more damage in that again poster bosses. So very strong PvE move. So you got one of the best. Yeah, so you got one of the best PvP co-pilot skill, and you got one of the best PvE co-pilot skill. Absolutely amazing. My Scientist Tech. This one's a bit long, but I think the short of it is just after 10 seconds, it will add 1 to automatic and burst. After 20 seconds, it will add 1 for shotgun. After 30 seconds, it will add 1 magazine for single shot. And also it increased reload speed by 21%, which is pretty good. Or shooting type weapons. Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good move in for units that relies on reloading. You do need to wait for it to buff single shot and the shotgun skill. But it's not a again, that's not a terrible move for for attack. If you don't have units that buff more reload speed, or if you don't have move that buff more magazine, this could be an option before you get those before you get those co-pilots. And even if you get those co-pilots, the 21% speed increase in shooting type weapons is also very good. So yeah, one of the best co-pilots out there. Definitely worth it, and it's free. So you get this one as a you get this unit. You can already do good in both PvP and PvE. So alright, I think that covers for this unit. Alright, before I get out of the unit introduction, I need to say this. So get to Robo to trophy. That I talked about before is a force grab, right? The final action is a force grab. I forgot to tell you about this. So the final action is it can actually grab poster bosses as well. So yeah, it's a pretty powerful grab. And if you grab poster bosses, then it will just regenerate back to full health. So yeah, see. This move can not even just poster bosses. It can grab they can grab huge bases. Like if it's a unit, it can grab. Literally, I think it can grab Kraken. Yeah. That move can grab Kraken. I haven't tested on Kraken yet, but it can grab the huge moving base in the Travel Origin. Yeah, it can grab this thing. And shake it around. So the only thing that I couldn't grab is G mode. So just keep that in mind. And it's pretty funny to see it just grabs a huge boss and grab poster bosses. So, but yeah, all right. So I think that should be everything for the unit and the poster. Oh, wait, not poster and the pilots. Yeah, I mean, final thoughts on all the pilots and Mecha. Free to play Mecha, best of the best for free to play. Definitely get it. Good in both PvP and PvE. Same thing with get a Robo. Power crept in PvP, but high tier in PvE. But still worth it. But still worth it to get for the pilots. All the pilots bring something to the table. Two of them are free, and both of them are pretty good. Benkei you could skip on it, but if you do decide to get it, it will be also worth it. But Lyoma is the one that would definitely be worth it if you're gonna hardbox it, or if you're gonna use a ring on it, and stuff like that. Yeah, that should be it about this. Now let's talk about the new challenge that is giving everyone trouble. I'm pretty sure. So I think this is the one that so this is the one that this is a bit unfair for Ian, because this is Shin Saga, not the old one. This is Shin Saga and not old. So my suggestion, okay, so this might sound bad, right? This might sound just like obvious, but if you're a new player, I'm sad to say you have no chance. Cause for most of these, so if you're a new player and new to this whole boss conquest things, if you're dealing with this, just find the best. And all you need to track people's team is just to go in their team and see if their team. See, for example, this one, obviously, this one is not for PvE. Click from my, obviously it's not for PvE. So, this is just Ian, Ian in a nutshell. And we got Taylor with 4 ads. Flash Ho with only 1 ad. Nice. And tension, clear off. But one other person who does help is Lucturtion. See, some of these guys are in Discord, so you can tag them to see if they have a support team to come on. See, because this is really the best you can do. Because this is hard. Because this mode is meant to be hard, even for players who have been playing this game for a long time. So, couldn't find one right now, but is Electrician not here anymore? Yeah, does Ian not have a helper? Ian actually doesn't have a helper. Ian actually doesn't have a helper. But if you couldn't find a helper, you can just use a PvP team, because there is no way that even me, I can barely does like 10% this on this in a team, and this is my team, by the way. So yeah, let me just show you what my team is. Final damage stack. Again, my team is probably not the best, but yeah, final damage stack. What's it called? Infinity, and we have Becca's Awaken. Becca's Awaken. The Black Plane, very powerful in PvE. And of course Lila Healer. That is also the top tier in PvE. So top 3 top tier PvE damage plus the control. Plus the control. And I still do about. Let's actually see how much I do. Right. Again, this is not a good build for this, because you don't want to use Linda anymore, because Linda is a bit outdated for this thing. Plus, they will use AS every time you use AS, so locking you out of AS. Because every time you use AS, one of the unit might die. So let's go in here. So yeah, again, if you are a new player, the best thing you can do is to just find a top player and use a top player team, and just do that every day. Do it 5% every single day and finish it, because trust me, there is really nothing. There's really nothing better to do. Yeah. Because every time using it again, the unit I'm using right now are the top units for poster, by the way. So. And yeah, again, new player uses use top unit, and for free, and if you are a seasoned player with a lot of resources, my suggestion is just to stack just hard stack final damage. Just hard stack final damage. You won't go wrong with that. Yeah, hard stack final damage. Make sure just everything. For example, have Leoma in it. I believe Judith can also get can also get final damage. Again, Hayato also give final damage. Again, just final damage. Stack your final damage, and if you have what's it called? If you have Lex, it's also very good. That's also a very good unit as what's it called, as a. Like, I mean, not as a tank, but as a control as well. But it really doesn't seem like it's being controlled though. Like, it's still running around doing all the things that it can do. So I mean, I am surviving, surprisingly. But see, this is my team. This is my team with the top unit in poster right now, or against bosses right now. And how much am I doing? Hold on, let me just show you guys. Okay, yeah, I don't think let me show you. That's how much I did. That's how much I did on the thing. So, and my unit died. 8%. See, it's not your. See, guys. So, if you're not doing enough damage, it's not your fault. If this is way too strong. So yeah. But again, if you have like for people who have resources and who does go into the does try to figure out and build a team that is specially made for this mode, they can definitely do upwards to 30%, 20% and stuff like that. And I believe Ian is a bit easier, so because Ian doesn't have a lot of those high tier units now. So I believe Luxurian can do about 30%. So already pretty good. So so I just suggest using just stacking final damage, and make sure to use skills like such as where is it? Screen point. So make sure to use skills. So who stacks final damage? So do this. Perfectionism. Increase final damage dealt by 33% when there are 4 or more allies, including itself, alive on the field. Very good one for the poster, or for the mode, because it stacks final damage, right? Who else? And just things, yeah, just if you know you have pilots that stacks final damage, use it. Use it for a team. It'll be pretty good. And hold on, trying to find as much as possible. Hold on, let me see. Never mind. Yeah, this account does not have much. This account does not have much. What's it called? Yeah, this account does not have much. Pilots. Well, whatever. But see, if you have Lex, right, or if you have units, you guys can also try using what's it called? Using the Martian Hammer to try to stun it, or to try to keep it in place and such. So that, and of course, just try to do as much main as possible. And I think you can actually go with Hayato build, like Hayato build with like for the tank, right? For the tank, you can go like Hayato just spam Shingetter on it, so Shingetter is tanking the Shingetter with iframes, and also the melee is reducing their action cooldowns, and Hayato does not rely on using his AS, so it won't trigger the automatic Solar Sunshine, and also it won't trigger yeah, what else? Yeah, and overall just a good thing, and plus yeah, how to also give final damage. So yeah, just stack final damage and try to CC the boss with well, again, most CC doesn't work. The only CC that really works is just that is just action increase or one that can lock that in place. So they're repairable, and this really only works for people who is like very well off in the resources of this game, like top players, stuff like that. This is what I mean, not saying that new players or players who doesn't know how to do it doesn't have a chance or couldn't learn a better way to do it. It's just, it's not worth it. It's not worth to build a team to a point where it will do as much damage as top players PvP team, and spending all the resources to build a team that will only work for this boss, because again, every boss is different. After the Getter bosses, it will come Hila's boss, and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the boss on Nightmare Trophy. That boss was a nightmare. So yeah, every boss is different, so it's really not worth to spend all the resources to make a team specially for it. That's my advice. Use top players team. And if you have resources, just stack final damage and stack demolition hammers. So let's actually see. Let's actually see what the top player in NC uses, because Ian doesn't really have any helpers, and or the helper got hit down from the or the helpers got hit down from the. So let's actually try to see. Oh, Pew's already using yes. So that's really my advice. And it's that true, honestly. Everyone is using alright, well, one fighting, let me try to use one. Are you a normal bunny or a killer bunny? I don't know. What 5% plat over here. Yeah, I'm not doing more than you guys. I'm only doing 80%, like 8% I am only. If I have 2 many units, deal with 2 damage unit, yeah. See, so let's see what people are using. Or did they get hit off? I don't know. There you go. See, this is what they're doing. See, I'm using the same unit that they're using. See, I'm using this Blackwing unit. I'm using Hilo. I'm using what's it called? What's it one? Juris or yeah, Lex. I'm using Lex. See, I'm using a lot of women that they have, and I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough damage. But yeah, this is really my tip to you guys. I know it's not a very good tip, but it's I think it's impossible to magically make you to start doing 10% damage or 20% damage immediately, and even in play at top might not be able to do it. You need years of resources stacked up to able to actually do something, do something about it. And when you do again, the general build is, I mean, of course, different team have different setups, but the general idea is to have final damage buff, just stack as much final damage buff as possible, and have a way to tank and CC the boss. So, and also make sure to read the boss info as well to see, oh, will it give, will it kill us if I use active skill? So yeah. Alright, so I think that's about it for the boss. If you have questions, definitely ask, and I'll try to answer it immediately. So, alright, is that everything? So let me go to get to the thing. Good. Yeah, this should be everything. Is there any new top off thing in the shop? Surprisingly no. Surprisingly no. Because we can target a boss when it's doing the strike. Yeah, that's right. On sale. Nothing really. Yeah, nothing real. I'm surprised. That is surprising we didn't get the 100 rules. Interesting. And well, any more questions, guys? I think that's everything in the collab. Am I missing anything, guys? Am I missing anything? I guess it's just a story. Yeah, I guess it's just the event now, right? The exchange. So for the exchange, I think back then when I did it, I just do the last mission constantly. So I think it's a reward that they can get once you are upgraded. And don't worry if you're upgrading, like if you get more material than you need. Just know during the rerun you might need them again for either retrofit or or Shin Dragon. And even if you what was I gonna say? And even if you have extra resources after you get everything, you can still sell them for gold, which I think they sell, like, depending on how much you farm or how much extra you have, it might be a lot of gold for you. So, definitely it's definitely worth spending stamina on it. At least get the free pilots and at least get the one free Shingeter, and I mean honestly just get everything, honestly. Yeah. Hello Yi, hello Hemi, hello. 8 to 10% for 3 times in total. I mean that sounds about right, honestly. That sounds about right. For most people. So. Anything new? Anything new? Oh yeah, the new skin. The new skin is pretty amazing. Yeah, reskin. The reskin. I bought the skin immediately for the thing. Kind of wish other ones also have it, like the other forms also has it. I'm gonna do one roll and see if I can get it. No, I don't get it. Any more questions, guys? This stream has been fun, but holy crap, I've been talking so much. I'm sorry if I missed any questions. If I miss any questions, definitely ask again, or or just ask me on Discord. So definitely tell me if you have any. Ask me if you have any questions, and of course share this stream, like and subscribe. And also if you want, and also this stream will always be available on my on my channel if you want to rewind it. And what else? Yeah, and just if somehow I miss anything, that's right. If I miss any informations, I will add it in I'll add it in the description or the pinned comments as well. And of course, if you have a question and if you're not in our Discord, then you just comment after this video is live, and I will I will do my best to answer. So, and that's it. I'm so tired. Oh my god. 32 days. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the exact thing. Yeah, Shin ends at 8, but Getter Robo G ends at 1 month. I don't get it. What's going on? It's so weird. Man, new skin doesn't seem like it. Alright, guess I can try to roll for Getter G, right? Oh, and for those who don't know or who haven't seen, new skin for Mori. It's pretty nice. She's so cute on this one. You browser history. Now, I will do 110. Okay, you know what? I'm afraid to get it during. Yeah, I'm kind of afraid to get it during from the free roll. So should I? You know what? Yeah, just for who's still here anyway? Yeah, who is still here? 10 people. It's still 10 people. Wow. Thank you guys so much for staying with me. Wow. 3 hours. It's been 3 hours. But lots of stuff. Please consider subscribing. I actually lost the stuff from this stream. That's big sad. Alright, let me hold on. Probably need to have a face on. Please consider subscribing. Shadow. Extra. Well, sure, 10 roll, why not? Yeah, just 1 10 roll and see what I got. Will I get it? Oh, I got it! I actually got it! Wow, thank you guys for the luck! Thank you guys for the luck! There's more alloys. Cool. Wow, that was surprising. I was not expecting to get it. Was it a pity? I don't know. Well, that's probably it for now. Is there a gem event that haven't finished? Nope. Oh, never mind. There is. And I already got her skin. Sure, why not? It's fine. And of course, new. Oh, well, 6. Yeah. Let me lay down. So again, any more questions, guys? Any more questions? If not, I'm probably gonna end the stream and go to sleep. My throat has been dying. I'm not sure if I sound different today. I'm just loud, just speaking so much. Like I can feel myself getting like drained of power after the thing. I'm so dead. Feeling so dead. Anything else? Oh, that's right. The I can show you guys the yeah. Where are we now? Where are we? Yeah, again, this is new mode. I'm supposed to be streaming this to, I'm supposed to be streaming this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm supposed to be streaming this, right? This week, but I was not able to because I need to do this official stream for Ian. But yeah, probably next week I'll do a stream on this mode. But yeah, it's been very, very cool. So many dimensional beasts. What's going on? Ooh, what's going on? Sure, fight. Let's see what happened. Hydron check. Hydration. Oh, that's right. Let me drink some water. I'll drink from the straw. But yeah, come on, guys. Any more questions? Ask me any more questions. So I can. Again, I'm sorry if I missed any questions. If I did miss any questions, I'm sorry. And again, and also feel free to share this stream with other people, guys. Feel free to share this stream. For those who might want to know more about Shin, so. And again, my guide, my video guide is always that's behind me. It should be the first video coming out of my for my channel, so definitely check that out. And definitely share it. Like, you don't need to share this stream, but definitely share that guide. Because I think that guide covers about everything. And it doesn't just work in EN, it also works with other servers as well. And it's actually in the help with, so let's go in and see how many people will help. And I'm gonna, let me do a thank you on everyone who helped me there. So, let me check. Alright, so, I'm gonna go down and we're gonna, let me, you should drink water. No thanks, I hope I didn't miss anything though. I hope I didn't miss anything. Yeah, there you go, hold on. Let me put this, thank you. Alright, so hold on. Oh, again, I have Twitter, Twitch and stuff. Follow. Oh, the timestamp. Okay, so, oh my god. There you go. So, this is made possible with the help of Hina, TC, Marks, Taylor, Excellence Basic QRS, Ray, Roti, Leggy Hopper, bro, Nix, Kazusa, Absolute Snake, and everyone follow me on this guy. I'm pretty sure I'm missing some names, but, or I hope I didn't miss any names, but if I am, definitely tell me, because I went to a lot of people for help on this guide. And this is the most amount of work that I put on the guide as well, so. Please consider liking, please consider like, this is my usual talk for I think, and Discord as well. So, well, huge thanks to them. Let me bring myself back again. Yeah. Oh, I hope this is up to the standard of, official. I don't know if this is cause Slowkai never told me the order or what I should be introducing, so I just introduced everything. I spent too much time on Shin Getter. I think I spent a whole I spent a whole hour on Shin Getter. Oh, I don't know how. There's so much to talk about. It's a unit that I really like, so. Premium YouTube user. Yeah. I'm just too tired of it. Hit to rage, absorb you, you're the best unit in the grab the whole rest. Hopefully, I'm so dead. This is so tall people. Wow, thank you guys so much for coming. Well, what was a maximum? 28 people was a max, which is not bad. I mean, it's not bad, but. Yeah, Shin was. True, Shin is the main one. Yeah, I actually had some. Oh, we only got 369 views today? Yeah, that's sad. But yeah, this is supposed to be the official stream for the collab. But because, Slowkai is not at work today, I think, so this stream didn't really get much attention. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure, I hope the thing still stands. Like what I said still stands, and people can rewatch it to know what happened. So I'm gonna, I was gonna do some timestamp. So how many timestamp go? Timestamp. It's gonna be Shin Getter, Getter G, Getter Robo, yeah, Black Getter, Robo. The pilots I think I can just do it in all one go. Yeah, pilots, the boss. What else? Oh yeah, this was the feature things as well. Yeah, that's about it. It might be a bit cringe just going back to see, to see how it is. Oh, thank you for 33 likes. Thank you. Oh yeah, I should probably go to Ren for help as well. Yeah, Ren. I forgot. Cause I think your Discord is deleted, right? So I wasn't able to find you. Any more questions, guys? Remember, if I did miss your questions here, you can always ask me on Discord or comments. Just want to know if there's anything I'm still missing. I want to save Shin the Dragon for when but my Shin the Dragon video is out though, so if you want to watch this, watch Shin the Dragon video. The Shin the Dragon video is here. So yeah, if you guys want to watch it, it should be behind me a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it should be these two here. This one I just snatched it on their Weibo. This is the actual this is the actual this is the actual gameplay. So. Oh. Oh. Well, doesn't seem like there's any more questions, so alright, well, goodbye.